Hello, folks. Good evening. Good evening. And it's warm evening. Actually, it is warm. Why is it so warm? Warm and muggy. Yeah, it's not hot, but it's like it's too cool to not have a shirt on, but it's too hot to take it off. No. Hear that? It's not hot enough to take a shirt off, but it's not cold enough to have a shirt on. I guess is the best way to put it. Anyway. Hopefully, looking at my frames dropped and things look good today. Hopefully Virgin Media's not gonna fuck me over like it did last week. Like I did get a text the day after the stream last week saying, we fixed problem in your areas. Like, yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. You fixed it like hours after I needed it fixed. Appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. But we're gonna give it another shot, see if it works again. See if we get to a position where we can get another stream out. So this time we're doing what I wanted to do last week, which was triangle strategy. We're going to carry on with triangle strategy because we did finish it last week. We finished it 2 weeks ago now. I'm trying to pretend last week didn't happen. We finished it 2 weeks ago, and we're not doing I could do New Game Plus stuff, but I'm not going to do New Game Plus stuff. It's just I just got to this point in New Game Plus because it was when it says you unlocked the ability to see your conviction information, which is there in the bottom right. Conviction, how many conviction points you've acquired so far. Because this is in chapter 5, you don't get access to this before chapter 5. I have done a lot of choices where I picked deliberately utility and liberty, because now every choice you have, it'll tell you which is which. So I've specifically picked utility and liberty so far up to chapter 5. So I've added about 200 to 300 to both of them. So we did definitely finish our first playthrough heavily on the morality side. And we got pretty much all of the optional, all of the optional party members. There's just 3 party members left, and those are the ones you get for completely like hammering one specific conviction over the others. I guess it's technically possible to get them in your first playthrough, but you have to really hammer that conviction, because we put a lot of points into morality, and even then we weren't quite enough. And if I played, I think, one more decision here, because every decision is about 50 points. If I played one more decision here, I could probably get the clairvoyant. But it means we're pretty close. We were pretty close to getting all of the optional party members. Now there's just the ones that aren't optional, the ones you'll get by making specific choices rather than by having high enough convictions. Because if you remember, if you go, no, don't need encampment just yet. If you go to the War Chronicle, the path traveled. So the first choice we had was, of course, the Ice Mage or the Hunter. We got the Hunter last time, and I do actually have the Ice Mage now because I had to get past. I need to get to chapter 5 to unlock scout information. And then there's other choices along the way. What else? Who else did we get along the way? I seem to remember. Let's look at our roster. I think because the first 8, of course, are plot related, obviously. You are Corentin, you are the Ice Mage we just got. Milo is plot related because you have to go back to see your dad to get Milo. Flora is plot related, you have to get to the Golden Route to get Flora. I think Izana is an optional. I think Hosabar is an optional. Hey boss, good evening. Hang on, oh god damn it. For some reason, my animations don't go off if I have either Chrome or OBS selected as a window. Yeah, so I think Hosabar is an optional, Jens is an optional, Maxwell's an optional, Archibald's an optional, Roma is optional, Rudolph is not optional. Rudolph is the choice between Rudolph and Corentin. Julio is optional, Narv is optional, Medina is optional, Flanagan is optional, Lionel is optional, Nicolette is optional. They're all optional. I mean, they're very easy to get, some of these. I think technically you'll get most of them, because a lot of them, as far as I checked, some of them require like 600 or something of a specific conviction, so they'll arrive way earlier. So the only ones that aren't optional, yeah, so as far as I can tell, the ones that aren't optional are Corentin or Rudolph, and then if you go up to 15 here, it's what you do here. Because it's either Milo, if you go visit your dad, Cordelia, if you stay in the city, and either Trish or Travis, if you go to the Roselle village, depending on whether or not you gave the Roselle up. If you didn't give the Roselle up and you go to the Roselle village, you'll get Trish. If you did give the Roselle up and go to the Roselle village at chapter 15, you'll get Travis. And I think those are the only ones. I think that's everyone. Which means I have... How many people actually have in the party? Let's have a check. We have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. We have 24, and we're missing 3 people. That's correct. We're missing 6 people, so 33 in total? Actually, how many people are there? We're going to find out now, actually. I'm curious. Who am I missing? Triangle, strategy, characters. Am I missing anyone else? I think I did all the maths. Up to tier list. I don't care about tier lists. I want actually lists of them. Sereno, Roland, yep, Federica, Benedict, Hewitt, Hila. Story recruits. Yeah, story recruits are Corentin or Rudolph. And the optional recruits are Maxwell, needs mostly liberty with some morality. Milo, Trish, Travis, and Cordelia are the chapter 15 ones. Then there's the optional recruits: Narv, Rosabara, Julio, Lionel, Jens, Piccoletta, Redina, Izana. Hey Kenny, thank you for the triangle. I'll use it with much strategy. Groma, Archibald. Then the ones I haven't seen here yet are Decimal, Prohog, and Giovanna are the ones we haven't got. So yeah, they literally have 6 people left over. The 3 plot ones and the 3 conviction ones. We're not going to get them though, because that's not what we're here for. Maybe I'll carry on in my own time, but right now what I want to do is... We're going to go back to chapter 15. If griefs could passions move. And we're basically going to do that discussion again. Because I was told again by my friend to revisit the ending, but without picking the golden route. Do at least one non-golden route ending. My bits being crits because we're Brits. If only they brought rhymes. If only they brought rhymes. If only. Yeah, so... Whereas... Here... Only 1 crit because I'm cheap. I'm not going to save, damn it. Let's proceed. So we're not going to pick the golden route ending. We're going to pick the Federica ending, which is what I would have picked ages ago.
You are certain Hyzan's army marches for the Grand Orzelian mines?
Because at this point, when we first got to this point, I didn't know we were on the golden route. And I was prepared to pick either Federica or Benedict. We got to this point, we know what the 3 of them are planning, because they've told us what their plans are. And when it got to this discussion, to get my belt back into that frame of mind, I was about 50-50 on picking Federica's choice, because Federica's been amazing. I was doing morality playthroughs, just because that's the way I would play anyway. And Federica's been making a lot of sense and all that stuff. So, but, well, finally fresh dialogue I totally haven't seen before. Dick. Whereas, Benedict has been a bit of a dick so far, but had at this point actually made a sensible suggestion. So up until this point, I was about 50-50 about which I was going to pick. And then this discussion happened, and I'll let it play out. We'll listen to it as we did back then. Because this is what set my mind to pick Federica. But, again, we got offered the golden route, so we did the golden route. I can't remember, because of course last week I got rained out because of a lack of bloody frame droppage. Because of some bloody frame drops. But I can't remember if it was last week or the week before when I actually finished the game. Was it? Kenny, you were here actually for this. Was it the last week or the week before that I was talking about how I would have done the switch to the Golden Rook differently? Was it last week or the week before? Because if it was the week before, that's fine. If it was last week, I kind of feel the need to go into it again because I'm kind of expunging last week. It was last week. God damn it! I kind of wanted to expunge last week from the records because we didn't actually ever go into it. Because last week didn't happen because of sodding Virgin Media. I might keep it as a mini record and add it later on or something. Basically, yeah, it just means that I would have done the Golden Root decision was it a beam. Well, it's not about that. I don't mind going into it again, but it means saying it all over again. Hang on, I'll talk about it when the point comes. Anyway, let's just watch this conversation again.
There is no doubt.
This is a good conversation. This is actually a really good story
We've heard
moment.
of the crystals.
It was only a matter of time.
Hyzan's heard of the crystal mine. Hyzan's massive army. They have the biggest army at the moment because they weren't involved in the war. Basically, Esfrost and Glenbrook have fought each other to bits at this point. Glenbrook is recovering from an invasion and is very much on its knees. Esfrost was fought off, very much on its knees. So Hyzant is like, well, the world is prime for the taking. We'll spread the word of the goddess everywhere. And we're trying to decide what to do about that.
War's breaking out over this thing, and we've got to be ready.
How will Glenbrook respond, King Roland?
There's no need to prepare for war. I have decided that we will surrender the salt crystals to the holy state of Hyzant.
And everyone thinks Roland is a prick. Because I think it wasn't here because Roland told us in private before. But we just said, Roland, what the fuck? What the actual shit, Roland? And which is funny because that's what they think. Everyone has the same reaction.
Furthermore, I hereby declare that the kingdom of Glenbrook and its people
This entire
shall
point, we're
submit
like,
to
what the
goddess
fuck,
and her
Roland?
teachings.
What the actual
There's
shit?
no way to bring happiness to all Norzelia with the salt crystals. Which is why I have chosen a path that will allow the greatest number of people to live in equality and harmony.
It still bemuses me.
Do you not see that Hyzant's dominion over Norzelia's
Roland
salt
is
is
such an
why we
idiot.
are in conflict already? Is the suffering of the Rizal not proof enough that the goddess's vaunted equality is a lie?
I mean, yeah.
She speaks the truth, my king. Handing over the salt crystals is tantamount to giving Hyzant's goddess free reign of Norzelia.
Yeah, Roland's a dick.
Will you so readily surrender the realm to the Hierophant?
I acknowledge the abdication of my kingdom and kingship alike. A small price to pay in my eyes, in exchange for the security and prosperity of the many.
I love it. He's basically saying, I'll happily abdicate, which is very funny because then Benedict
Sacrifice of the Rizal.
leaps
Is
on
that a
this.
small price to you?
Roland reminds me of harem anime pro tags, which is funny because Cyrano is right there, and Cyrano is basically Saikuno, who is as close as we could get to harem anime pro tag, or used to be anyway, and he was still playing up that angle as much as he was.
It is.
How could you say such a thing to my face?
I, for one, oppose. I would prefer to ally with
Again.
Esfrost and strike back at Hyzant.
Hierophant Roland, a dick, quite happily saying to her face, Federica's like, I am totally happy that your people continue to remain slaves. That is a price I would pay. Fuck you, Roland.
The salt deposits within the mines give us the leverage we need to convince Gustadolf to join us.
And Benedict is slightly more sensible in that, and he wants to join with Esfrost, because together we have a chance of beating Hyzant. Alone we can't do anything. We need to join to beat Hyzant. And Roland is, of course, obviously against this because Gustadolf killed his parents, killed his dad and his brother, and was the engineer of the whole invasion. So he's like, what? You want to basically...
Ally with Esfrost?
Exactly.
You dare suggest we ally with the man who murdered my father?
I see no reason why we should not. You proposed abdicating the throne for the sake of the kingdom and its people.
Brilliant, like, in your face is like, you just said you don't want to be king anymore. You don't have a say in this anymore.
So you should have no trouble putting aside your own feelings and judging this matter dispassionately.
If you're going to abdicate, you don't get to have a say
I
anymore.
cannot believe my own ears. I will not have you lecture me on feelings when it is not your father he murdered.
None of you can see beyond your own grievances. It's no wonder my people have suffered for generations. We're told to believe in the goddess, while our own lives are thrown away to make a few more grains of your precious salt. And now, even with proof that the goddess is a lie, you would watch us dig our own graves for your comfort.
Lady Federica, please. We shall speak of the Roselle in due time.
No, I've heard that before. Your due time is never, and I will not have you cast us aside for another 3 decades or more.
And this is what makes a very good point. Like, to everyone else, the Roselle is the matter that can be infinitely deferred. We can deal with that later. We can worry about that later. We don't have to worry about this. Because, like, it's not a matter to be deferred. It's her people in slavery. And slavery is always wrong, but they're now they are enslaved to a religion which we know is now a lie. Like, demonstrably so. We have evidence of this. And it's like, nope, we'll deal with this later. And she's like, fuck that. No, I've heard that before. Your due time is never. She's like, fuck you all. I'm doing this my way.
All else is in disarray. If Hyzant seizes the salt crystals, we forfeit the best opportunity in decades to free my people. We know the truth. We must act upon it. We must be a light in the darkness.
We cannot afford to dilute our forces when the enemy marches on us as we speak.
So we are a distraction to you?
I am merely being rational. Liberating the Roselle would be extremely dangerous. We cannot take such a risk. Suppose we succeed. How do you propose we fend off the fury Hyzant will rain down upon us?
Estros would pounce on us, sensing weakness at the undue burden we've taken upon ourselves.
Precisely. We would be without allies and ripe for the taking.
There is another way.
And what, pray tell, would that be?
We set out alongside the Roselle in search of Centralia.
Centralia is a myth.
The legends of my people are true.
I care not one whit if they are. I will hear no talk of forsaking the Wolfort domain.
Silence! I have heard enough to know where each of you stand. Do you all hold the courage of your own convictions?
I do.
Nothing I've heard here has swayed me.
I feel the same.
Very well. I would ask for some time to think on the matter.
Just to get back into the whole thing I talked about last week, which I'm going to purge from the records and carry on this week, is that this is when the Golden Root switch happens.
I understand each of you keenly, my friends. You have not arrived at these decisions lightly, and
This
I
is where I
do
have
not doubt
the-
your convictions.
Where I would have done
Yet
things slightly
choosing any of
differently
the options
were I
before me
writing this.
risks creating a schism among the others. I cannot afford to lose any of you. Not after how far we've come. Which leaves me only one option.
Because this is the choice of basically do the Golden Route or don't do the Golden Route. It's quite literally one of these choices. But this choice isn't present to you until you've unlocked the Golden Route. Which is silly, because we know if you pick this route, what happens is Serenoa stays in his office, thinks about all the problems that his friends have, and rationalizes how to solve them, doing the things that we've done throughout the campaign. Like, we need to attack, we need to fight off the Hyzant army to keep the Wolfort domain safe. Well, we didn't use the fire traps way back when, so we can use them now. That keeps the Wolfort domain safe. We can hold the army here. We need to ally with Esfrost to attack. If you want to fight against Hyzant, the only way to do that is to ally with Esfrost. To do that, we can't deal with Gustadolf, because Roland won't deal with Gustadolf. But because we did the salt smuggling, and we told Svarog about Roland, We have Svarog. We have someone with a claim to the throne in Esfrost on our side who hates Gustadolf as much as we do because he knows Gustadolf killed his son. So all these things exist. Then we know about the salt crystal inside the statue in that. Basically, all the problems given by everybody, we find a way to get to given what we've done in the game, we find the solutions to those problems. What I would have preferred is if they give us the problems anyway, and unless you've done the things in the game, you can't reach that. So basically, you're allowed to select there must be another way if you want to, but if you haven't done the correct things, you cannot successfully pass the test that comes afterwards, basically, because it's a multiple choice test. And if you fail that, it forces you back up to the top one. I think that would have been a more interesting way for me, personally. Anyway, so we're not going to do this one. We're going to go to the top one. The scales will guide us. This whole moment, if you pick the golden route, if you'll remember, is basically Cerna going, fuck the scales. The scales are not... None of the scales' directions are giving me what I want. To hell with the scales. I'm forging my own path. Which is this whole moment for him to get past that. Which, again, I completely understand and see that as being way better had I not gotten to the golden route first. I can see that being a very cathartic moment. If you'd played the other routes first, not aware that there was a golden route, and then got around to the golden route and goes, okay, fine, none of the three choices are a good choice. There's always a bad problem with one of them. Now we get to solve it. We get to say, to hell with the scales. We'll do our own path. That's just me, though. That's what I would have done. Anyway, the vote we take today may well open a rift between us. And to add my context again, I think people that don't know they are pieces on a game board can't be expected to flip the table. Yeah, I'm quite sure you didn't say that last time with those words, but yes, that was your input last week. That the only way to even know that you're on a table is to unlock the golden route. We differed in opinion. I've had a few showers and you've basically been refining your point for a week. Anyway, because now is the moment where you have to basically pick one. You have to get Federica, Roland, or Benedict. They won't change their minds. And I think you lose them. You lose the ones you don't pick, because they will not change their minds. So the ones you don't pick, leave the party for good in this specific ending. Anyway, let's talk to the two random people here. To think King Roland, Lady Federica, and Sir Benedict's convictions would diverge so greatly after all this time. Just between you and me, Lord Serenoa, what do you make of their plans? I believe that Benedict plans to use Esros's ideals of freedom to ascend to the top of all Norzelia. I think Roland intends to put his personal feelings aside to bring peace and equality to everyone. Which is bullcrap, because it's not everyone, is it? It's everyone if you ignore the Roselle. And Frederica's wish is a human one. She desires to liberate those who have been cruelly oppressed, which is what I would pick, obviously. That'll probably give me morality points. Aye, but in reality, humans usually only act in their own best interest, even if it means turning a blind eye to the suffering of others. Lady Frederica is a strong woman to stand up for what is right. I couldn't agree more. Ignoring their plight now would be shameful, especially knowing what we do of their innocence. Everyone's choices are deeply rooted in their convictions. It makes me wonder if they'll be able to abide by the Scales' decision. Lord Serenoa, it will fall to you to lead everyone down the right path. Of course, I wish for us all to walk astride the same path as we always have. Then we have you. Lord Serenoa, I cannot help but feel our greatest battle lies ahead, regardless of which path you choose. I know that this may not be the best time to say so, but my wife gave birth to our first child not a few days ago. You are a father before a soldier. It is your duty to protect your own house before that of Wolford. I will not force you to march with us. I ask only that you act according to your own convictions, or we must pull together if we are to emerge victorious. I ask that you see us through this final battle. So, morality, liberty, utility. I'm going to pick morality. Lord Serenoa, you will allow me to leave House Wolford at a time like this? But of course, Before you do, though, allow me to thank you for all you have done for our house. I wish you and your family every happiness. Thank you, Lord Serenoa. It is an honor to call you my lord. 1 second, I just move the mic. There we go. I sound much better. I don't sound like I'm 5 million miles away from it now. But yeah. Now we have to... Oh, we don't have to decide. I've already made a decision. But we'll talk to the stubborn people first. Because we can't talk to them. Like, we cannot change their minds. It doesn't work this way.
My lord.
We share a common goal with Esfrost at the moment. It is incumbent upon us to seize that opportunity and rid Norzelia of Hyzant for good. Indeed, the Salt Crystals make an alliance with Esfrost possible, but Roland will never assent to it. He feels the weight of the crown, underestimates his own abilities, and has allowed his hatred for Gustadolf to cloud his judgment. I sympathize, but those matters should have no bearing on the welfare of our house. Perhaps you are right. But then what of Frederica's vision? Do you concede that her plan concerns our house?
Quite impossible.
I concede nothing, for her strategy is out of the question. She asks us to forfeit all that we have to build this domain. How can I reasonably entertain such a proposition? And you'll brook no argument otherwise? None.
We must
May I remind you
decide.
that you are the Lord of House Wolfert. Your duty is to your people, above all else.
I believe I've
This moment
reached
requires a
decision.
dispassionate mind. I pray you have one. Yep. Benedict's resolve is steadfast. Again, what we end up doing eventually in the Golden Route is a lot of what Benedict's suggestion is. Teaming up with Esfrost to take out Hyzant, because Hyzant needs to go. There's no universe where people are safe where Hyzant still exists. He's just basically... Because again, I keep thinking, why doesn't Benedict just think of using Esfrost to attack Hyzant and then using that to free the Roselle at the same time? But of course, that's what the Golden Route... That was the Golden Route is. That's the whole point of the Golden Route. Anyway, Roland?
Serenoa.
We must give Hyzant the Salt Crystals, cow Esfrost, and unite all Norzelia in the name of the goddess. Else we will never know peace. The Roselle will continue to suffer, 'tis true. But this will end war as we know it, and countless more will live in peace as equals.
I have made my decision.
I will see this done, not just for the people of Glenbrook, but for all Norzelia. Roland, you are the king. Surely cooperation with Hyzant need not mean the forfeit of the kingdom.
I think not.
That is where you're wrong, my friend. My time on the throne has shown me that the people need a force more powerful than any king to show them the way. There are many paths that lead us out of war, Roland. Cooperating with Esfrost, for instance. Exactly, all. The entirety of Roland's speech, of all people, is fuck Roland, you're ignoring the Roselle. This is the entire... Like, Roland is a colossal idiot, and has been several times throughout this, but this entire bit of him is kind of out of character. It's really weird. Like, it doesn't work. He is an idiot, but this is way more idiotic than I would expect him to be usually. He is a fool, he is driven by his emotions, he's all these things, we know these are true. He was never supposed to be king, that was never going to be a thing. It's just because his father and his brother are dead that he's king in the first place. He was never supposed to be king. But this is such a stupid decision. And a complete ignoring that the Roselle exist. There are many pathways out of war, Roland, cooperating with Esfrost, for instance. End the war by allying with the very Archduke who set this in motion? No. Cooperating with that tyrant ends nothing. His avarice has brought only pain and suffering to this land.
Moreover,
If anyone understands the tortuous path I've taken to arrive at this decision, I thought it would be you, Serenoa. No. Like, I understand what you've been through. I don't understand the conclusion. I really don't. Like, personally, I don't. I understand. We've been through the entire game. We know everything you've been through. It's been horrific. Your dad's died. Your brothers died. Your sister was captured. We know from playing your little side story that the people kind of hate you for running away. They don't really know you at all. It's a bit messy. I still don't know how you got from that to kowtowing to giving up everything to Hyzant is the correct choice. That's the one thing that escapes me from your logic. And Federica, of course, we'll definitely taking your side, but let's have a chat with you anyway. And I haven't dropped any frames. Nice, because at this point last week is when I dropped the frames and decided to stop. Before we spoke to Federica.
Serenoa.
Only we can free the Roselle and expose the lie that has kept them in bondage all these many years. However, we must move quickly while their gaze is fixed upon the salt crystals. I believe we can succeed. I hear your plea, yet I cannot help wonder if you wish to act with too much haste.
But...
I know not what I can do to prove to you that I have thought this through. I swear to you, this is no fit of pique. Benedict's strategy may also provide the chance to strike at Hyzant. Would that not be enough? It also prolongs this war, and thus the immense suffering of my people. Even if we do prevail, you know as well as I that my brother is not a merciful man. He will not spare so much as a thought for the weak. That much is true. The Roselle's plight would then be buried once more amid the negotiations between the nations. Do you see? The time is now, and only we have the power to save them. Power we forfeit if we assent to Roland's plan.
I have decided.
His is the one vision of our future that I cannot abide. True, same. Perhaps my concerns seem narrow then when all Norzelle is at stake, but I know you can save my brothers and sisters. I beg you consider it. That's the interesting thing here, right? Like, you talk to Benedict, you bring up other people's plans. You talk to Roland, you bring up Benedict's plan. You don't really touch on the Roselle, but again, we've pretty much guaranteed that he's okay with sacrificing people, dick that he is. And yet we don't, like, there's no real comeback to this. And again, the overall goal is essentially we do both. That's the interesting thing, right? That's the interesting thing. Because the whole point of the Golden Route is that we fulfill everyone's desires. We fulfill everyone's desires, and we save the Roselle, we keep Wolfort Domain in one piece, we save the Wolfort Domain. But your desire is to help everybody, but it's expressed in this really fucked up way, Roland. Like, we unite with Estros to fight Hyzant, we save the Roselle in the process, and you, Roland. I mean, we would have done everything we did with or without you here. I mean, you were very helpful for the last boss fight, but this entire arc of yours is a bit stupid. Right, we've talked to all of them. There are 4 people to convince. Let's start. Gila.
What do you need?
Each path before us demands a great sacrifice in exchange for a great reward. I'm sure King Roland, Benedict, and Federica have agonized over their proposals.
Well...
So now we must agonize over our own decisions. And there you go. I wish to place my faith in Federica's vision, I stand with Roland, or I agree with Benedict's strategy. And you can tell it. This one should listen to reason, this one should listen to reason, negotiating may yet prove fruitful. So we definitely have the easier time with either morality or liberty. Anyway, we're going to go for you. I wish to place my faith in Federica's vision. I must say I'm surprised by your support of Federica's vision. No, we got to this point before we dropped frames. I've been by her side for years, but even I must admit it's rather hopeful, if I'm being charitable. Perhaps you see something I do not? Norzelia will be forever plagued by war. I wish to leave this place and create a new nation that knows only peace. My father has defended the Roselle all these years, and I intend to carry on his legacy. Or in truth, I agree with you. Her plan is imprudent and ill-advised. My father has defended Roselle all these years, and I intend to carry on his legacy.
I don't think so.
A very noble... I think that was the wrong choice. A very noble sentiment, my lord. Albeit one that would be better served by protecting your own domain first and foremost. How would you feel if you saved the Roselle at the expense of the house? I have not the same response. Perhaps I cannot match what father accomplished.
What do you need?
It has nothing to do with you, and everything to do with the circumstances in which you find yourself. You must see the world as it is, not as it once was. Yeah, that was the wrong choice. I kind of want to come back and do all of them with the right ones. Anyway, we'll see what we can do until then.
However...
Here we stand after a bitter fight to reclaim the crown city, only for the king to speak of forsaking it. As his subject, it is my duty to follow his decree, and yet... My lord, the choices before us feels immense. I am utterly adrift. Pray, tell me how you see the proposals from King Roland and the others. I need your guidance. Rip, run over. Time to start from chapter 1 again. Yep. And you are happy to go with Roland's strategy, but you'll find harder time to do Benedict's strategy. But because we've put so many points into morality, I think you're happier with this. I think you're naturally predisposed to agree with Roland, because you are Roland's Kingsguard after all. I've got a sneeze in my nose again. You've taken Federica's side in all of this. What fascination did the Roselle hold for you, my lord? Federica has shown me a future in which no one is beholden to Salt, or indeed to any nation. So if the choice is to ally with the Duchy, who prize might over all else, or submit to the Holy State, who prey upon the weak,
But...
you mean to suggest we simply do neither? Precisely. She has shown me the Rosellan legends are true. That means there is hope for all of us. A hope I would bet my life upon. So long as we sit between two nations who have no compassion for the weak, I fear we will never know peace.
Furthermore...
I take your point. War will spread and perhaps only end when the Death's Knell and Elfric are unleashed upon the continent. So you see why I would choose to flee with the weak rather than be party to the atrocities of the powerful. It would be a flight amid a hail of arrows and steel, but so righteous and noble that I would be proud to give my life for it. You stated your case well, my lord. Okay, I got you right, at least. I had my nose. Eridor.
Aye, lad.
Our sweat and bloods fed this land, built it into proper domain. I see no reason why we should surrender it all to Hyzant. And Lady Federica, while I sympathize, asks that we risk everything for the sake of the Roselle.
Here's what I think.
Benedict's got it right of it, I reckon. But even that doesn't quite quiet the nagging feeling I get every time I think about our options. Again, you're kind of... I guess you would be happy with both of... that's interesting. I'm surprised that you would actually... You would like to study with Roland. You would... I think you naturally defer to Benedict's strategy, but... Again... How could you possibly support Lady Frederica's vision? Have you gone mad? The war will never end so long as we hold the salt crystals. We must relinquish them and break the cycle of violence. The salt is the source of a lot of the trouble, yes, but there's precious little we can do about it.
Consider this.
Anyone in Norzelia will tell you the same. I am well aware of the situation, Eridor, but I tire of fighting. We cannot go on like this. I beg you, join me in finding another way forward.
And further.
You've precious little idea how much I sympathize, and I want to help ye, but Lady Federica's vision is... It's fancy, my lord, and a foolhardy one at that. You can beg till you're blue in the face, but I doubt you'll win much support. Okay, that was the wrong choice. And Anna...
Lord Saranoa.
Benedict and King Roland would march us to war. Federica would see Hyzant hunt us for all eternity. Perhaps her vision is not so different. So it's come to this, ally with a one-time opponent, or flee with a Roselle.
However...
Bold proposals, all. Our tactics must be flawless. And you can, I think as usual, Anna will go anyway, any which way. Which is fun considering she's actually like Benedict's adopted daughter. So you assent to Frederica's vision for the future. War is coming. A war for Ornolzelia, and you would forfeit your role in it. There's no better time to free the Roselle than now, while Estrost and Hyzant squabble over the salt crystals. This is how we end the war. Hyzant will crumble once we free the Roselle. If the Death's Knell and Elfric are unleashed on the battlefield, the casualties will eclipse any war that's come before. I'd actually consider that one. This is how we end the war. Hyzant will crumble once we feed the Roselle.
No.
I simply cannot agree. It will sow Hyzant into chaos, but only briefly. They will stop at nothing to restore order and maintain the authority of their beloved goddess. You forget there are those who question her authority already. Do you not think they would seize the opportunity and revolt?
But...
Possibly, but that is a slight hope in the face of an enemy so powerful as Hyzant. They stifled a rebellion 30 years ago, and now they move to take the salt crystals and the mines in which they were found for themselves. If I may speak plainly, my lord, your strategy is too fanciful. I urge you to ground it in reality if you wish to collapse the Holy State. Yes, we got 3 of them incorrect. So hang on, let's just quickly... No. Actually, out of pure curiosity... Let's do this out of curiosity. What would be... If I had gone through with this, because I'm going to reload and do it again, because I want to get the correct choices for everybody. What would we take here?
It is time to cast our vote. The opinions before us are many. Roland's, Frederica's, Benedict's. Which to choose? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Yeah, those are fixed.
You aren't wrong, but...
Okay, so you don't want to do Frederica's plan. Interesting.
My apologies.
Okay, you don't do Frederica's plan?
I have faith in you.
Forgive me, lad.
So what is the
Scales of conviction will...
what would I think would Benedict win out? I generally don't know. Benedict would win out. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think anyone would side. I don't think anyone would naturally side with Roland.
The way forward is decided. We will follow Benedict's plan and join forces with Esfrost to lay Hyzant low.
I'm gonna have this conversation because I'm kind of curious to see what would happen. Am I? Don't know. Don't save the game because we're gonna roll. You're gonna reload anyway.
A tumultuous meeting exposes a yawning chasm between Roland, Frederica, and... Yet only one will emerge victorious, for such is the custom of House Wolford. The time has come for judgments to be rendered, and leaders to steel themselves for the outcome.
It's a very... that works for all of them. Of lords and lineages. Oh, is this where I basically reveal that I'm the king? I have claim to the kingdom. That would be one way to do it, wouldn't it? Let's listen to this then.
We've chosen our path. We shall ally with Esfrost and strike at the heart of the holy state of Hyzant.
So you would kiss Gustadolf's feet and bribe him with salt? I cannot abide this idiocy. You will defeat Hyzant only to be conquered by Esfrost.
We are well aware of Gustadolf's cunning. He shan't take advantage of us.
You would ally with them only to stab them in the back later?
If need be.
Have you no shame?
Says the king who would deliver his own people to Hyzant.
Yes, for that is how we secure peace for the many at the expense of the few.
You know that is not true. Hyzant will conquer all Norzelia if we give them the salt crystals. All will be forced to worship at the feet of the goddess and follow her orders. Just as the Roselle have at the source.
I see House Wolford is determined to walk their path astride Esfrost. But as King of Glenbrook, I will not allow it. Lord Wolford, I command you to march on the duchy.
Yeah, this must be when we go. Actually,
What?
You remain my vassal. I dare you to defy me.
Roland, your majesty.
You are bound by nothing, Lord Serenoa. You are no one's vassal.
yeah, there we go.
What are you talking about?
Now is not the time, Benedict.
Lord Serenoa is not the son of Lord Simon. His true parentage is none other than His Majesty King Regna.
You cannot be serious!
King Regna fell in love with Lady Destra, a commoner living in the Crown City. When it came to light that she was with child, King Regna bowed to pressure from the royalists and had Lord Simon take her in. She bore a son, who you know today as Serenoa, heir to House Wolford.
If this is true, and you are my elder brother...
Wow,
You
he
are not
he
bound by my
capitulates
command.
very easily.
Hold! Roland is the one with the royal ring, is he not? Even if this story is true, is it not Roland who holds claim to the throne?
Why is the ring so important?
Roland was not the only one entrusted with a royal ring.
So you possess one as well, Serenoa.
I do.
It doesn't look that difficult to forge, I'll be honest with you.
This is genuine. There is no mistaking it. What Benedict says must be true.
Again, you capitulate very easily.
I've always admired you, Serenoa. I knew from the moment we met that you were worthy of respect. I always felt you to be my better, even as a leader. Yet I still felt a closeness with you I could never place. Now, at last, I have.
Roland,
All the more reason why I cannot concede to you now.
I was gonna say, yeah. There you go.
Least of all to you, dear brother.
Brother!
Serenoa Wolfort, I challenge you to a duel. To the victor goes the crown.
pray let us think about this.
On your guard, Serenoa.
Oh, damn!
I do not say this in jest. Yeah!
Cease this quarreling at once. Stop them, Benedict.
I cannot. They must settle this here and now if we are to move forward.
Listen to Benedict. This is not your fight. Do you have the courage of your convictions, brother?
Brother!
Roland, stop this madness. I have no desire to sit upon the throne. I only wish to aid you in protecting our kingdom, the only home we've ever known.
I have no doubt. You've been a peerless friend. I would trust you with my life. But the truth has been revealed and our paths diverge. You said it yourself. There can only be one way forward.
That has naught to do with our lineage. Our bloodlines need not be shackles.
Shackles? Ha! I have fought tooth and nail to protect what you now decry.
I know you have suffered, brother.
How can you? You who had your father's love, the unwavering trust of your subjects. You proved yourself time and again so effortlessly. I ask you to prove yourself once more.
Roland, please.
I have toiled in your shadow while you led House Wolfort to glory. I have revered you and envied you in equal measure. I long to be like you. And I long to claim victory over you. Just once.
I am not worthy of such adulation. Nor am I alone the reason we've come this far. We are all in this together.
I knew you would seek to erase yourself from our history if you knew how I felt. Don't you dare shrink from me! Stand and fight so I can best you!
I have no will to fight you, brother. I want none of this.
Life does not always turn out
Ooh,
how we want.
camera change.
Of this, you and I are now keenly aware. You asked me to put aside my feelings when you talked of joining with Esfrost. Now I ask you to do the same. Prove to me that you have what it takes to deal with Esfrost and crush Hyzant. That you can cut out a part of yourself to do what you think must be done. Show me you can create this bold new future you speak of.
Very well. The scales of conviction have spoken, and House Wolfort shall heed their word. If you would stand in our way and seek to prevent
I don't know,
us
the
from
camera
walking
changes,
the
this feels a
path
bit
we've
weird.
chosen,
Like, as long as their faces are animated.
so help me, as Lord of House Wolfort, I shall cut you down where you stand.
Yes, Let us see
Their
who is the
faces
better
aren't
between
animated,
us.
so there's no real reason for this.
On your guard.
Yeah!
Ah, man. We're Dragon Ball Zing this. Why are we Dragon Ball Zing this now?
Seems it was me, dear brother.
In the end, I cannot escape your shadow.
In game mechanics, Serenoa. Serenoa would win easily.
Kill me. It is only fitting that it is you who strikes the final blow.
What will become of Glenbrook?
That is up to you.
If only because Serenoa has the ring that brings him back
I
from the
leave
dead once per
kingdom in your
fight.
hands.
But
You
Serenoa
have the
would probably
ring.
win.
The royal blood.
Serenoa gets to hit
House
every
Wolford that
turn,
reclaimed the
and
kingdom.
Serenoa counter hits every
The
hit
people
as well.
and the nobles will assent to your rule. So long as I am gone.
I'm vaguely curious to see us try out the immediate discussion of what happens if Hyzant wins. It'd be difficult to get that to do.
This is no time to waver, Lord Serenoa. King Roland initiated the duel. The terms are his to dictate. Letting him live will only prolong our troubles.
Benedict is it's very funny that this is the
think I do not know
this
that?
is the Liberty ending, whereas Benedict is the most utilitarian person there.
You ask the impossible. My friend, my brother, is not meant to die by my hand.
You are cruel in your kindness, Serenoa. I have neither the constitution nor the fortitude to be king. I cannot lead as you can, as our father did. I saw the terrifying limits of my abilities, and sought the sweet release of surrendering to a higher power. Would you have such a coward live?
I've watched you confront these parts of yourself for as long as I can remember. I've watched you strive to better yourself, to better everyone. You had my undying loyalty and trust. Oh, how I admired you, my friend. How I longed to follow in your footsteps.
And follow you did. But now you must overtake me.
I shall.
A very bad
Just-
moment.
Promise me one thing. Promise me that you will watch over me. Every breath, every step, every word from my lips. And the moment you see me stray, you will set me back on the right path.
This I shall do, seeing as you bested me in combat. Farewell, Serenoa. May we never meet again as brother or friend.
Not the parting I would have preferred, but as Roland himself noted, life does not always turn out as we want.
Not another word, Benedict. I do not trust myself to show restraint.
My love.
At least we have settled on a path forward. There is work to do.
I said another word, Benedict! Turned around and punched him in the face. Interesting, because we lose Federica as well. But it might not be immediate. I don't know. I specifically said I wanted to do Federica's...
King Roland!
Ah.
Leave me, Huette.
I cannot do that. Or have you forgotten that you are my one and only sworn liege?
Then take this as an order from that liege. Serve Serenoa, as you once served me. I am the only one who need walk this path.
Your Majesty.
Dry your tears, Huet. It is unbecoming for a proud member of the King's Guard.
How can you say that? I never expected our parting to be like this.
I am sorry. But there is something I would tell only you by way of apology. My disagreement with Serenoa and hatred of Esfrost were no lies. I will walk this path, carrying these feelings with me, perhaps forever. But my unwillingness to ally with Esfrost runs deeper than a personal grudge.
Is it because you cannot trust Gustadov?
It is his idea of freedom I cannot trust. In a world of unbridled ambitions, people will stop at nothing to claim power.
Ooh, social
The
commentary.
strong will prosper, while the weak will struggle to survive.
So if we join forces with Esfrost, then someday Glenbrook will.
Yes. His ideals of freedom will inevitably create a clear division between the strong and the weak. I cannot abide by that.
I do not think Lord Serenoa wishes for a world like that.
Nor do I. But Benedict will stop at nothing to defeat Hyzant. Who knows what will happen once he joins forces with Gustadolf?
I understand. You wish for me to stay and watch over House Wolford.
Yes. You must take care of Serenoa in my place. And Cordelia as well.
You have my word. You needn't worry about a thing, Your Majesty.
You were a loyal and true knight, Huet. And for that, you have my eternal thanks.
Roland has left the party. Well, he has. At some point we would lose Federica as well, but again, we weren't here for this. As much as I'm dying to find out what happens, we are here specifically, and there was much gnashing of teeth, we're here specifically to try to get Federica's ending. Although I might, just out of curiosity, because I got about a month to do this, I might as well see what happens if we pick Hyzant now. Because once we commit to Federica's path, we might as well. God, I did it again. You might as well stick with it. So we'll see what happens if we pick the Hyzant route first. I have this horrible feeling that if we pick Frederica's path, the same situation will happen. The same fight will happen. Because that seems like an interesting way to lose. Like, because there are 3 paths, and there are 3 people you must lose. And every path, you have to lose 2 people. So it'd be interesting, like, the both paths that you lose Roland the same way. The 2 paths you lose Federica, you lose Federica the same way. And the 2 paths you lose Benedict, you lose Benedict the same way. And we'll skip all this. Do the chatting. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Skip. Scales will guide us.
We all must consult this.
Yep. Choice TM. Right. Let's go do this real quest. There probably is no reason for this, but I'm doing it nonetheless. And do this, and then do that one. Right. We got Hewitt on board, so we know what he says to Hewitt.
However,
Blah 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 blah. Frederica. We're gonna do Roland, isn't it? We're doing Roland now. So let's try the Roland stuff. See if we can get Roland's thing to go through. So you've cast your lot with King Roland. Are you certain the surrender to the kingdom is the answer? Roland is prepared to give up the throne in order to protect his people, and we should honor his resolve. Hyzant is a formidable nation with both Elfric and the Goddess's shield at their disposal. We can ill afford to make an enemy of them.
However...
Aye, they've proven their might, and none might manage to breach the shield. I'm painfully aware of that, my lord. The Death Snail may well prove powerful enough, but we cannot be sure. Quite right. Meanwhile, we know the destruction Elfric can cause. It would be a fearsome weapon should it ever perfect it.
But...
Perhaps it is safer to submit to Hyzant than rise up against them. Suppose we do submit to Hyzant, my lord. What will become of us? I suspect Hyzant will employ us as the first line of attack against Esros in the fighting of New Rosalia. Probably true.
in which
Yes,
case...
I imagine you're right. We will be tasked with breaking their ranks, that Hyzant might track Esros down. It is not enough that we lay their kingdom at their feet. We must also give our lives for Hyzant. Not for Hyzant, you add, but for Norzelia. Roland wishes to unite the continent under the goddess, so that we may save countless lives and bring peace to these lands. I see the wisdom in his vision, and offer my sword in the fight for Norzelia's people. Very well. You're both enamored of the grand vision of the future.
Then...
Perhaps it is time I took a broader view myself. Okay.
What do you need?
Right. You are unlikely to fall for this, but... So you agree with King Roland? After we fought so bitterly to reclaim that which is ours, what leads you to give it so... What leads you to give it away so freely? While I understand that it must have taken tremendous resolve to forfeit the kingdom for the sake of the people, it lays one thing quite bare. Which is that King Roland's hatred for Esros runs quite deep. Too deep, perhaps. So pray tell, what persuaded you to take his side? Frankly, because I need to do it for completion reasons. We know too little about Death Snail's true power. It would be unwise to fight a battle in which we rely on the unknown. I am comforted to hear that you share my concerns about the weapon.
Well,
There's no lie that if Gustavo is willing to believe it will lead him to victory. Rather, I worry that it's not yet complete. Even if it were, I agree with you. We have no assurances as to its power.
Well...
Moreover, Hyzant has a new weapon of its own, its stores of Elfric. A weapon every bit as unrefined as the Death Snail, and yet I cannot deny its power. Precisely. As a mage myself, I can only imagine what secrets it hides. So we agree that antagonizing Hyzant is unwise, given the undeniable power of Elfric. What then will you do once we submit to Hyzant's rule? Work to change the holy state from within. In your capacity as one of the Saintly Seven? Exactly so. I believe I can change the way they treat the Roselle.
I wonder about that.
I fear your vision is rather fanciful, my lord. You are but one of them. They need only cast you out to be rid of your trifling rebellion. I see no logic in handing them more power and expecting them to change their ways. Indeed, such a plot would go against Roland's desire to save Norzelia through the goddess's teachings.
But...
I know you're doing this for Federica. It is noble of you, and I commend you for it. But you cannot satisfy her and King Roland both. You must choose between them. Yeah, I should have gone for the other one. Eridor?
Aye, lad.
Our sweat and blood's blah 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 blah. You agree with King Roland? What are you thinking, lad? Gustav has taken too much from all of us. His greed cannot continue unchecked. You'll hear no argument from me. Gustav's a lousy cur. I haven't forgotten all the blood he spilled. King Regna, the Crown Prince, to say nothing of taking the Crown City from us. He set this painful chapter into motion, and I reckon he's what pushed King Roland on to ally with Hyzant. He's had his reasons, ending Hyzant's salt monopoly and espousing freedom among them. He has disturbed the peace of Glenbrook, indeed all of Rosalia, for too long. Ha! So it's revenge you're after.
And so...
Why didn't you say you were carrying out the royal family's revenge from the start? That much I can understand. And I'm sure you'll see it done, if it's the last thing you do as Lord of a High House. That worked? Hey, McSky. Important for duty.
Lord Saranoa.
Benedict and King Roland would march us to war. Federica would see Hyzant hunt us for all eternity. Perhaps blah 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 blah. We've done this bit? Right, what about this? Tell me one thing, my lord. King Roland aims to unify Glenbrook with promises of peace for the masses. Peace he will achieve by submitting to Hyzant and destroying Esfrost. How do you find his proposal? You said it yourself, unifying.
No.
Yes, the daughters, but they will be made to follow her. The people of Glenbrook will be forced to abandon their culture, their traditions, and the kingdom will fade along with them. Is that truly what King Roland wants? He knows what it will cost us, nevertheless it is his will.
Then,
I understand the logic. We all want peace, stability, equality. But is not the cost too great? Okay, so we got 2 of them. I'll be interested to see what happens if you finally get a draw. If you can finally get a draw, what would happen?
It is time to cast.
Blah, 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 blah. Right, them?
You aren't wrong.
Nope.
my apologies.
Nope.
I have faith.
Yes. Yes, I think. What actually happens if we have a draw? We have a draw. This is the first time this has actually happened. So what actually happens now?
Equal votes for all sides. As such, the
You say
Lord of the
all
House will
sides. You're
render
forgetting the
final
Roselle
decision.
again, sir. No, you're doing exactly what Roland did. All sides. You forgot the Roselle again. I stand with Roland.
The way forward is decided. We will stand by Roland, bend the knee to Hyzant, and unify Norzelia.
Yeah, I'm not particularly happy with this one, but just to see what happens in this following cutscene, then we'll swap over to Federica and we'll carry on from there. Don't save the game, no, silly. Of Lords and Leads was the previous
A
one.
tumultuous meeting
Yeah,
exposes a yawn. Yet only one will
Yeah.
emerge victorious. For such, the time has
Yep.
come for judgments to be rendered.
Yep. A River of Tears. So there's a Lords and Lieges, a River of Tears, and whatever this one is.
We've chosen our path. We will
Toru!
submit to Hyzant and bring down Esfrost in accordance with their wishes.
I can tell it's Sarah.
No. Pray, stop and think about what you've chosen. You mean to endorse Hyzant's control and give them the world?
I know, Federica, I'm sorry. This is completion only.
I know well what this means. Forgive me. I beg you.
No, Roland, you dick. You don't get to say that now.
This is how we will bring peace and equity to all Norzelia, Federica.
All.
That is a lie, and you know it. Every moment of peace will come at the expense of Rosellan lives. What kind of equity is that? You would free the Roselle held captive within Hyzant's walls if you cared one whit about equity.
The scales have spoken. Would that we could undo what is done.
Oops,
Alas,
sorry.
we cannot.
How could you? I thought House Wolfort might show mercy and help free my people.
I know how painful this outcome is for you. But as a member of this house, I must ask you to accept the judgment of the scales.
Serenoa, you are an honest man. One who wants to do the right thing. Truth be told, it was those very qualities that I fell in love with.
Federica, please.
Flushing.
Our special agents have gained information
Hey,
about
thank you.
something that could change the history of humanity.
What you would claim as righteous will destroy the lives of those who have no voice. So allow me to speak on their behalf. The Roselle do not recognize the judgment rendered by the scales of conviction. I will defend my people's right to live.
Oh, damn!
And so challenge you to
Oh,
achieve.
shit!
You what?
Do you hear yourself, Frederica?
There's always
about
a
what you're
duel, huh?
doing.
I haven't the luxury of thinking about anything else. Stand back. all
Oh,
of you.
shit!
Best your own betrothed in combat, and we may proceed with your strategy. If, however, I am victorious, I will leave House Wolfort and liberate the Roselle by myself.
Federica, you needn't do
Clearly, I must do this alone. I wanted to be with you. Believe me, I did. But I cannot follow you down this path. I cannot abide the sacrifice of innocence of my kin. Draw your blade, Serenoa Wolfort.
How exactly does a duel work between a sword wielder and a mage?
I
Wow.
regret nothing, my love. We have been through so much.
You are far more happy to draw your sword versus your betrothed. Ein says hi. Fair enough, you have a point there. Heinz does say hi. But I'm very amused that Sereno finds it way easier to draw his sword versus his betrothed than he does versus his brother.
I was proud to count myself as your family.
As was I. There is nothing for which I would trade the time we've shared.
Oh, but there is. I hope his friendship is worth it.
Oh, damn.
That's not what this is. He is committed to protecting his people, and I respect that. He has a vision for a peaceful, equitable Norcelia.
Nice music
What
as well,
he
nice.
fights for, even as it asks for the noble sacrifice of kingship and kingdom alike.
Oh, the camera stage is happening
Noble
again.
sacrifice of an entire people. How many times must I say that the Roselle live here too?
Oh, she's powering up. She's missing a lot as well.
I must first
I'm assuming
ensure
on
the
purpose.
safety of those in the Wolfort domain. I cannot save everyone, no matter how much I might wish it were possible. My only choice was to end this war and save as many people as I could. Submitting to Hyzant's rule will ensure that all our subjects can prosper like never before.
All.
So many will finally know what it is to
You're
live
using the
in
word
peace.
all again.
How wonderful for the people of the Wolfort domain that their lord puts them above all else. To whom can the Roselle turn for such guidance and protection?
I shall stand for them when the time comes. But for now,
They must be sacrificed. You too shall turn a blind eye. You're no different than the others. History is littered with those who swore they would come back for us. Liars, all. I never took you for a liar, Serenoa. We have the chance to break this vicious cycle. You know we do!
enough, Federica. I do
And
not
yet
wish
you
to lose you
you
like
draw your
this.
sword again.
You needn't lose me at all. Just relent this foolishness. Do you remember what you told me when you welcomed me into House Wolfort? You told me this was my place now. My heart nearly burst. At last, I had a home. A place I belonged. I swore to myself I would follow you to the ends of the earth. Now I scarcely recognize that naive girl and her fanciful dreams. You have gone to the one place I cannot follow. May my powers be enough to make you see the light. On your guard!
As you wish. Come at me with everything you have.
Ah!
Sunfall.
Ah! Ah!
You simply charge through everything, don't you? You have won, Serenoa.
You've walked close to me.
I submit to House Wolfort's judgment, and accept any punishment rendered upon me for rebelling against the scales.
There shall be no punishment, nor will I force you to betray your conscience.
I don't understand.
You have made your commitment to the Roselle abundantly clear. I will not see your compassion twisted or compromised. For truth be told, it was those very qualities that I fell in love with.
Serenoa.
And so I would not bend your will to mine. Go. Now. While my back is turned.
He sneezes again.
I pray that you stay ever true to yourself and never stop listening to your heart.
I knew there was good in you yet. You shall always have a place in my heart. Farewell, my love.
Now I suppose they have to find a reason for Gila to stay behind. There you go.
Wait, Frederica. I'm coming with you.
No, Gila. You must stay. House Wolfort will need all the help they can get in the battle ahead. Please, take care of Serenoa and the others for me.
Is that truly what you wish?
I apologize for my endless selfishness. I cannot thank you enough for everything you've done for me. But now I must fulfill my own destiny.
I know you are determined to liberate the Roselle, but how will you accomplish that alone?
I will tell our story, the true history of Norzelia, to any in the realm who would listen. Of course, I do not expect their minds to change overnight. But I am sure there are those who will believe over time, and they will help me save the Roselle. And someday, there will be enough of us to shake the very foundation of the Goddess's teachings, and carve a path to freedom for my people.
That path may very well open for them, but getting there will not be easy, and the journey will be fraught with danger.
I know, but it is the path my mother walked. I will follow in her footsteps and go further than she did. I wish to see the future she could not.
It appears I have nothing left to teach you. But promise me one thing. Promise that you will live, Frederica. No matter what happens, stay strong.
I promise, Gila.
And there goes Federica.
Determined to free the Roselle, Frederica leaves her beloved Serenoa behind. Roland reveals the salt crystal deposits to Hyzant and bends the knee, offering up everything, including the Grand Norzelian mines, to the Holy State. The Holy One accepts his offer, joining the two nations in everything but name, and both Serenoa and Roland are summoned to the Hierophant's palace.
New characters, well, interesting. Who do you get this? Okay, it's you. Fine. Okay, so now you go do now we try to get Federica on side. System load. If griefs could passions move. Let's try this one last time. Hopefully get the people on side this time, because I really bungled it last time. And this time I remembered, yay! Skip.
What?
Skip. What? I'm assuming you have this issue with Benedict now. You pick Benedict, you lose Roland immediately. You pick Federica. You pick Roland, you lose Federica immediately.
I understand each.
You pick Federica, you lose Benedict immediately?
We all must
I wonder.
consult.
Because Benedict wants to stay behind. The entire point of this is that Benedict wants to stay behind because Benedict is like owes a debt to Lord Simone and stuff like that. Doesn't want to abandon them, and Lady Destra as well. Right. We know that to get you to accept this, we got you before.
However,
Blah 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 blah. Yeah, we've done this. That gets you on side, I think. Yep. Right, now. I screwed
What
up.
do you need?
I screwed up with you before.
Well,
Let's see if we can get you right. Was the choice we did here? That was the wrong one? No, hang on. In truth, I agree with you. Her plan is imprudent and ill-advised.
uh-huh.
Imprudent and ill-advised indeed. You've put it quite well. The risks are many, and the potential for unintended consequences too great. The trouble is, her heart is in the right place. It is only human to want to better your own people, is it not?
Well,
With the right strategy, it won't be foolish at all. Her vision will lead to a better, brighter future, I'm sure of it. And you see why I was convinced. How very shrewd of you, Lord Serenoa. Purposely egging me on until I dropped my mask. I meant you no ill will, please. Will you join me in supporting her?
possibly.
I shall reconsider my position, yes. For her sake. Okay, we got you. Now we have to work on you.
Aye, lad. Here's what I think.
Blah, 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 blah. Now that... No, hang on. That one didn't work. So we'll try this bottom one. I wish to carry on, nay, surpass my father's legacy of protecting the Roselle. I need you with me, Eridor. Outdo your own father. Meaning what exactly? Do more for the Roselle than needed? I know things aren't what they were during the Salt Iron War, but is it not House Wolford's duty to come to the aid of those in need? Are we not to fight injustice and tyranny wherever it may be? You dare invoke Lord Simone's own words. I cannot do this alone, Eridor. The risk is too great. If only all of House Wolford unites as one will we have a chance to succeed. I hear ye, lad.
And so,
Just give me a moment to sit with what you've said. Okay, that worked for you. I think no matter what happens, we got it now, but still.
Lord Serenoa.
Federica's vision. Now. That didn't work. If the Death Knell and Elfric are unleashed on the battlefield, the casualties will eclipse any war that's come before.
Perhaps.
The Death Knell and Elfric, the casualties would be immense. I had not considered that they might be unleashed simultaneously. Stakes warrant it, whether they are complete or not. You have already shown them the way by using Elfric in battle. Precisely. They will undoubtedly both be employed.
Then?
Unprecedented destruction is all that awaits us here. A war whose victor will rule over a pile of ash. And I will not be party to such devastation. I can think of far more productive uses for such power. I see your reasoning. I confess I thought only in terms of battles past. So much so that I forgot avoiding battle was ever an option. Okay, we got them all, I think. Actually quite strange that Elfric never really comes into it again. We mentioned it here, but in the Golden Route, they never use Elfric against us.
Serenoa.
Oh, sorry, no. Apologies. Right. Let's do this. And actually progress and carry on.
It is time to cast our votes. The opinions approach.
Right, so let's skip the first three.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Yep. That works.
You have my vote.
Yep.
I have faith in you.
Yep.
I'm with you.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. way forward is decided. Federica's dream is worth realizing. We will free the Roselle from the source.
And we will carry on this path till the end. If we have time before Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Enhanced Edition comes out, we'll do the other ones as well. I'm not going to save the game either because I'll keep this save here because I need this save specifically for it if I want to go do the other ones, because I kind of want to do them as well. Maybe a little off camera,
A
but
tumultuous meeting
I do want them.
exposes
Blah, blah,
a
blah, blah, blah.
yawning chasm between. Yet only one will emerge victorious, for such is. The time has come for judgments to be rendered.
yeah, same thing. One day you'll overwrite your save and you'll produce enough salt to stop the wars. Quite. It is vaguely annoying that you're limited to 10 save slots in this. Right. Let's enjoy the cutscene now.
We've chosen our path. We are to free the Roselle being held in Hyzant's source.
Yeah, we lose Benedict first.
You have chosen the one path I cannot take.
I must be a racist forever.
I understand your disappointment, Benedict, but the scales have spoken. And so I ask for your wisdom. Help us find a way to free the Roselle.
Hyzant will destroy everything you hold dear if you attempt to free them. That way lies ruin.
I challenge you to a duel.
Your choice is to turn your back on this house, to cast aside your land and the people who have built their lives upon it. I will not, I cannot endorse such betrayal.
I agree that we will be ill-prepared to defend the domain this way. Should that come to pass, I am prepared to flee with the Roselle and search for Centralia. They say it is home to a boundless salted sea. Surely a land where none need fight for salt is a land worth seeking. This is an opportunity, Benedict. We could find a new home instead of fighting the wars of old yet again.
Why not channel that resolve to lead the people of Norzelia as their king?
Oh, there it is.
You hold the power and the might. You lack only the will. With the salt crystals in hand, you shall ascend the throne. I shall see to it that you are coronated.
Crowned.
Then
Skimmy!
we can liberate the Roselle, or whatever else your heart desires.
Liberate the Roselle, or whatever else. I never dreamed I would hear such callous words fall from your lips.
I stand by them. I care only that you and the legacy of House Wolford are safe and secure.
House
I
Wolford is
shall
a
offer
people.
my counsel by force, if needed.
You don't mean to fight the lad.
Stand down, Benedict.
No, Anna. This is a challenge that I must accept.
I beg you to reconsider. If you mean to proceed with this folly, then you will do so over my dead body.
I'm a buffer and debuffer. No, I'm only a buffer.
You can do so much more, Lord Serenoa. The salt crystals give you the upper hand.
At least everyone else could do damage.
Esfrost and Hyzant would bend the knee to you. You could unite all Norzelia under your rule.
You were right about me, Benedict. I lack the will. I have no desire to rule Norzelia. I wish to see an oppressed people set free and nothing more.
So that's how you lose Roland.
At what cost? Would you see your loyal subjects conquered by another nation?
They can come with us.
I would forfeit my lordship. The people of Wolfort will endure without me. The Roselle have no such champion for their cause. We are the only ones who can set them free.
Give me the order, and I shall reduce Hyzant to rubble. Then they shall be free.
The ensuing battle will only breed further resentment, or worse, displace others who will be treated like the Roselle. War cannot solve every problem, and our liberation of the Roselle shall prove as much.
So, you now take blind counsel from your betrothed. To think that an arranged marriage will lead to this folly.
And I'm a sexist
Enough.
too.
I came to this conclusion of my own free will. I have seen the challenges that face Norzelia, and this is how I choose to respond.
You are every inch Lady Destra's child. Your compassion steers you headlong into every conflict. Alas, compassion is easily trampled. It can only exist so long as it has an army at its back. My patience grows thin, Lord Serenoa. The salt crystals give you the power to bring peace to Norzelia.
You're wrong. It is little more than the catalyst for another protracted war.
A war we can win. Let me lead you to victory.
There is always a war to be won. Do you not see the cycle at work? I will break that cycle and use my power to liberate the oppressed.
You talk of fleeing from your duty, of pure fantasy.
We need you, Benedict. Why can you not put our differences aside?
This is absurd. You race toward your own destruction, and I will not be party to it. Lord Simon entrusted me with the future of this house. And I swore an oath to Lady Destra that I would protect you no matter what the cost.
Even if that means killing you.
You are shackled to the past, Benedict.
I would call it loyalty.
And it has come to this. For the sake of our future, I must strike you down.
He finds it a lot easier to draw his sword against everyone, basically,
Prepare yourself.
who's not Roland.
You came, you missed.
Here!
He's an old man, for God's sake. Much quicker fight, too.
I yield. Grant me the mercy of a swift death.
No. Neither father nor mother would stand for the killing of a loyal retainer. The rest of us shall make our way to Hyzant in secret. You will remain here. Lead the people out of the Wolfort domain before the Hyzantian army assaults this castle, and keep them safe.
These are your orders, in exchange for sparing my life?
These are not orders, and there is no exchange to be made. This is the last thing I will ever ask of you as my steward and loyal friend of House Wolfort.
And so, you follow in the footsteps of Lord Simon and Lady Destra, leaving me behind with the most arduous tasks. I shall rise to the occasion, my lord. I shall do whatever is required to see that the Wolfort name and its people survive. Should House Wolfort lose its lord, I shall lead the house forward in your stead.
I have no doubt you will.
They both want to go chase after him. They both have links to Benedict. Who goes? Is it both of them? Ooh, none of them.
Benedict.
Mule-headed fool.
We've each made our choices. Now we must walk the path we believe is right.
Yes.
King Roland, this decision means casting Glenbrook aside. I know I cannot ask you to come with me, but will you agree to see to the salt crystals?
No. I am sorry, my friend. But I am not worthy to oversee such an important task.
Of course you are. You have always striven to be fair and just.
You hold me much too high in regard. Our conversation earlier made me realize the truth. My faith was misguided, as were my actions. I believed exacting vengeance upon Esfrost would be proof enough I was Glenbrook's rightful king. But I gave no thought to the bloody cost of revenge. This kingdom and its subjects should not have to suffer such a selfish fool upon the throne.
Then, you will come with me?
I shall. Not as your king.
You will come with me? I thought we lose both of you.
Friend. If I can help those in need, that is enough. Glenbrook has the geographical advantage, and the salt crystals. And there are a small handful of trustworthy nobles remaining. I'm certain they will ensure the people thrive, even without a king. Glenbrook is in too powerful a position for foreign powers to interfere.
Roland.
Well, they are. It's powerful
you know you
now.
aren't leaving me behind. I've come this far by your side.
I thought we lost both of
abandoning
them.
you now.
You have my thanks, Huette.
Frederica, don't you think you ought to make your convictions clear to your companions?
Well, it's common knowledge by now that I'm an Esfrosti of Rosellan descent. I was a lonely child who hated that her hair was a different color from everyone else. But then I joined House Wolfort. I met Jerome and witnessed the cruelty that my fellow Roselle suffered at the source. And I learned how brave my mother was, how long and hard she fought for her people's freedom. Compared to the horrors they went through, I have lived a life of privilege and comfort. I am proud to be a Rosellan, and proud to be a Wolfort. I wish to be strong.
Dad, wrestling with the
Like
raids!
my lady mother before me.
Hello! Hello, Raiders! Welcome! Hello, 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 a Dad Raid! Hello, Dad Wrestler, how's it doing? How you doing, buddy? Hey, Bakamonogatari, Katamari, Bass Bass. How's everyone doing? Heck, and welcome to the stream. If you don't know me, my name is Nemo Nemo. I am a variety streamer. I am your lovely little space captain. Penis Raid. Really? Honk Dim Raiders. Wow, you're gonna submit them to Honk this early? They've just arrived and you want me just to scare them away? That's what's happening here? Ah. Cox. Fine. Fine, I'll do it your way. Hang on. Brace yourselves, Raiders. I've been asked to do this on your behalf. I don't know why. But I was asked to do this. How was your stream, Dad Wrestler? For God's sake. Everything's very confused right now. That is successfully done then. How was your stream, Dad Wrestler? What were you doing? You were doing something. So scoffed Naruto runs. Nice. Nice, Noita runs. I did see you doing Noita. I was thinking about raiding you afterwards, but turns out you raided me first, so you win this time. You win this time, Dad. Yeah, we were just carrying on with this time, exactly. Yeah, we're just carrying on with alternate versions of different endings of the triangle strategy, because a couple of weeks ago we finished the game with the golden route, and now we're going to go back and just see what happens if you do try the other endings, see what happens then. So right now we're doing Federica's ending. Forgot about lunch and was quickly losing steam. Yeah, fair enough. Get some food, important. Food is important. Food is very important. Anyway. Yeah, let's re-say that line.
I am proud to be a Rosellan, and proud to be a Wolford. I wish to be strong. Strong like my lady mother before me. And I wish to see her dream of freeing our people fulfilled. I understand the difficulties that lie ahead, but hope that I might have you all with me.
We will always be there beside you, Federica.
My lord, Hyzant's army has sent a message ahead of their forces. It says, the Grand Norzalian mines must be conferred to the goddess as a divine offering.
An offering? Sounds more like an ultimatum.
Roland, you were happy to give it a whoop. Like, I love that basically this is Roland. Take my leave for a snack. Have a good stream. Have a good one. Enjoy a nice snack. Have a nice one. Thank you for the raid. If you want to hang around, raiders, feel free to do so. If you're gonna have a break, have a cup of coffee, have a tea, have some water, have some milk, whatever you wish. I'll be glad to have you. We're just here pointing the fun at fucking Roland for being a complete idiot. Like, this is how out of place Roland's like idea was. Is that in pretty much every single one of the paths, in this path entirely, and in the Golden Route, he immediately abandons it. In every path you don't take his thing, he immediately abandons his convictions. He doesn't have the courage of his convictions, which is very funny. He doesn't have them. Because in this one he immediately goes, I was an idiot. And in the Golden Route he goes, I was an idiot. Which is very funny, given the whole point of the situation about like, having the courage of your convictions. He doesn't. He doesn't have that courage of his convictions. You were so willing to abdicate the throne and surrender everything to Hyzant about 5 minutes ago. And now you're like, an offering? Sounds more like an ultimatum. Like, sodding idiot.
Precisely. If we refuse to relinquish the mines, they'll put the Wolford domain to the sword.
Then we've no time to waste. We must make ready to leave at once.
Right. Now we do Frederica's path. Like I said, we have how long exactly do we have for this? Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, in fact. Because it's the 29th of September when the next one comes out.
Benedict.
Oh, finally. Okay. I was wondering if he was going to get a leaving conversation. It's currently the 27th. The enhanced edition of Wrath of the Righteous comes out on the 29th of September. So counting this week, we have 5 weeks before we have to start this. So we have 5 weeks to finish Frederica and maybe go back and do... I'm tempted to go do Benedict's one. Or do we do... No, we'll do Frederica's first, then I'll decide to do one of the other ones. Anyway. Benedict.
I leave the rest in your hands, Anna.
All these years I have watched you. I may not be able to replace you, but I will do my best.
Loath as I am to burden you with such responsibility, that is heartening.
This ain't the Benedict I know. Come on, where's your usual glower?
You never change.
Huh, I should hope not. Defending House Wolford calls for consistency. And defend Wolford I shall, even in your absence.
I shall hold you to it, both of you.
I'm telling you, we've got it under control.
Your voice hasn't gotten any quieter.
Sorry. Parting ways with a friend always gets me worked up.
Thank you for seeing me off, you two. Farewell.
Alright, so your job is now to get everyone else out, while as we go do the thing you didn't want to do in the first place.
What of the Byzantine forces?
They haven't entered the domain yet. If we act now, we could sneak around them and reach the capital.
Focused as they are on seizing the salt crystal deposits, I'd wager their domestic defenses are at a minimum.
If we can get into the capital and have the Roselle and the Source take up arms, we should stand a fair chance of helping them escape.
But Hyzant is wary of Serenoa for keeping the salt crystals from them, despite his position as one of the Saintly Seven. They may be short-handed, but if they spot him, we'll never make it inside.
We can use the consortium cart to slip unnoticed into the capital.
The wagon from Claris? You sure we can trust the consortium?
Yes. If only because this benefits both us and him. In exchange, I told him what secrets we learned of Esfrost and Hyzant.
We're just skipping over this past.
You mean you told him of Dragan's murder and the illicit salt trade? I hope he understands those secrets must never leave his lips.
He understands. Once people learn of the salt crystals, Norzelia will change. And the consortium will have a new role to serve. Now that they know, they will be better prepared to negotiate their position. They agreed to help us as a show of gratitude.
Do you think they'll break the statue thingy in this room? I don't know. We haven't gotten the bombs this time.
You've thought this through. Well done, Anna.
What of our things, Gila?
Stored safely within the cart, of course.
Things? What things?
The explosives.
There we go. They're the explosives. Okay, I guess we are.
After we've gotten the Roselle to rise up, we'll set sail from the harbor and make for the Folk's domain, to the Great Falls. To make sure no one follows us, we'll blow up all the
Oh, I
other
guess
ships
not.
in the harbor as we leave.
Federica and I devised the plan ourselves.
I guess we're not blowing up the statue.
A perfect way to make an escape with so many people.
Wise of you to make for the Falk's domain. It's distant enough. You'll have plenty of time to hide.
Aye, about as far south as you can get. No better place, if your end goal is Centralia, too.
It's a good plan. We shall do what we can to make sure it succeeds.
Crafty as ever, you Wolforts. I am glad to be on your side.
But one problem remains. How do we get the Roselle and the Source to turn against their captors? If we can't win their trust, all this is for naught.
We need some way of persuading them. And quickly, too.
Let me worry about that. I can find the words to convince
I guess
them.
the whole thing about blowing
I
up...
am my mother's daughter, after all.
All right.
The whole thing about blowing
know
up the
you'll
statue
figure
was
something out,
Serenoa's
Federica.
idea, I guess.
There is one more thing. Huette, I'll need to send a bird.
Of course, my lady. Where to?
The Rosellan village. I'd like to tell Jerome and the others of our plan. I would have them meet us at the Great Falls.
Agreeing to such a thing means they will have to give up the lives they enjoy now. Do you think they will come?
I cannot say.
Considering the world's about to be taken up by war,
Regardless,
yes.
I owe it to them to let them know Hyzant is invading.
Indeed. Let us send word and see what they have to say.
It's a very different progress than the other two choices. The other two choices had a very very
Upon
unified
learning of
setup.
The salt crystal deposits, Hyzant quickly musters her forces. They march upon the Wolfort domain, intent on seizing control of the mine.
It's interesting that they never talk about that
Serenoa
river.
decides to take this as an opportunity to free the Roselle enslaved at the source. But that decision leads to Benedict's departure from House Wolfort. Still grappling with grief over parting ways with their friend, Serenoa and the others make for the Hyzantian capital. There, amidst a land in turmoil, they hope to help the Roselle rise up against their oppressors.
Right, so what do we have here? Let's have a look around. Okay, there's a... Hyzant makes for the mines as Wolford heads to the source. How will the Duchy respond? Green means it's an optional thing, but we'll watch it anyway. You've been watching everything, why stop now?
Archduke Gustadov, we received word from Wolfort. XM's forces have crossed into their domain.
So they know of the salt crystals. Then battle is inevitable. But how will House Wolford respond?
I should think it obvious they will attack us. Their lord is one of the Saintly Seven, after all.
I am unconvinced of that. Perhaps they will offer us salt crystals to secure our alliance.
That's literally the two other choices.
To what end?
History is changing around us as we speak. If Wolford wishes to guide the shape our future takes, he will need all the help he can get. He can choose to submit to Hyzant's tyranny, or work with us to bring freedom to our land.
Literally the two choices we didn't do.
He might choose to take advantage of the chaos.
But we did do.
Will you follow in Lady Orlea's footsteps, Federica? Somehow I doubt it.
Your pardon, Archduke.
It's nothing. I let my thoughts wander too far. Whatever path Wolford chooses, they all lead to war. Ready our forces.
I wonder if we deal with Gustadolf in this one, because we're heading straight to Hyzant. Do we deal with Gustadolf at all? I'm assuming Gustadolf will have to deal with the fight in the mines. We're not going to the mines. We're heading. Literally, the plan is we go to here, get some boats there, I assume, and then go all the way to the Folk's domain. Christ. There, where the Great Falls are. That's the Folk's like capital, but the Folk's domain extends all the way over here. We meet up there, and then we go head further south. So we don't have to, unless Gustaf comes to hunting, then we'll never have to deal with him, which might be a thing. I mean, the whole point is the golden route ties up all the loose ends. The people of Wolford, anxious at the sudden turn of events, are relieved when a familiar face appears before them. Okay, Benedict is going to do the whole evacuation.
What? You want us to leave the city?
You couldn't have told us this sooner? I've got a family to worry about.
I understand I ask much of you, but a bloody battle is nigh. You must be ready to evacuate if it comes to it.
But where's our lord? Won't he protect us?
Lord Serenoa marches toward an even fiercer conflict than what we face here. He left me to protect the people of Wolford in his stead. I ask that you trust in our house and do as I bid.
All right then. I suppose we'll start packing.
Your mastery at matters of war has kept us safe this long. If you say we need to leave, that's what we'll do.
That's convenient.
You have my thanks. I've one more thing to ask of you. Something I'd like each of you to make.
That'll come back to haunt us at some point. Well, not to haunt us. That'll be something to be tied up later on, I suppose. Right. That was that one, and then you, and then next one. Adore something something.
Minister Exham's forces ought to be crossing into Wolford's domain any moment now.
Will it be war, or will they relinquish the salt crystal deposits without resistance?
I think we have no cause for worry. Minister Serenoa is one of our Saintly Seven, after all.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. That seems to come up a lot of the time, but it was never offered to us. You just said that we were. They never asked us if we wanted to be one of your ministers. You just said you're now one of our ministers. At no point did you ever have the chance to say no thanks.
Nevertheless, we cannot be certain what he will choose. Whoever controls those salt crystals controls the future of all Norzelia. Knowing that, you truly think he would give them up without a fight?
Minister Lila is right. He may very well decide to ally with Asfrost and rise up against us. I made sure Minister Exham understood he may very well be marching to war.
Wolfort is a prideful house. If we apply too much pressure on them, they may hold out simply out of principle.
Honestly, they are more trouble than they are worth. It almost makes me wish we could turn them and Esfrost against each other.
That is something else to consider. We could even promise them the Roselle's freedom, should they triumph over the duchy.
A fine proposition. The best outcome would be to have them destroy Esfrost for good.
And in doing so, they'd be destroyed themselves. Surely you would not wish for such slaughter.
Soft hearts have no place here, Minister Camsell. We fight for control of all Norzelia.
And we must fight to win. Our troops will need Elfric, Minister Lila. See that they have it.
Of course. I'll see to any final adjustments at the Ministry of Medicine.
Again, the irony that the Hyzant superweapon is being developed at the Ministry of Medicine. And it's not like a drug, it's literally a fucking nuclear bomb. I'll go on then. This is the path we're going to carry on with, so... all this stuff down here, it's all of this is golden root stuff, so we can skip that anyway. A Luke next. It's basically a massive explosive. It's a huge massive based explosive. Elfric is basically a magic gem that explodes really violently. We blew up a whole bridge with it. And like the explosion is so big, it's visible on the they zoomed out to the map screen to do it. Also, hey, Refair. Let's let's do that. How you doing, buddy? It's been a while. Been keeping well, I hope?
Concealed aboard Claris's consortium cart, Serenoa and his retinue slip out of the Wolfort domain past Exham's forces and make for the Hyzantian capital.
Dodge.
As soon as they arrive, they review the particulars of their plan to lead the Roselle in revolt.
Chapter 18, From the Abyss.
Scouts are reporting the Hyzantian army has crossed into the Wolfort domain. The force is commanded by Minister Exham, and is many times larger than what they used when we marched on the Crown City.
Enough to destroy Castle Wolfort, and then some. They ain't aiming just to scare us.
A foe even Benedict would be hard-pressed to prevail against.
Have faith, Anna. Benedict will protect our people as he always has.
I know.
That said, we cannot defend the domain itself. Our land and our castle will doubtless fall to Exham's forces.
Then we must act as if we have no home to return to.
We cannot waver in our resolve.
No. The time for doubts is long past. Listen well. After we have freed the Roselle from the source, we will set our sights on their homeland in the south, on Centralia. We will find the Endless Sea and create a land free of suffering. A far-fetched dream if ever there was one, I know. I will not blame any of you if you do not wish to come.
A bit late for second thoughts now.
Aye, we're with you, my lord. Wherever you will lead us.
Then it's decided. We have much to discuss about our rescue plan. Claris, if you would.
The wagon will have to pass through an inspection at the goddess's shield before entering the city. I can throw my consortium weight around to see you safely through the inspection.
Hey, Clarence doesn't turn up a lot.
That's more than enough.
Clarence doesn't really turn up a lot.
Thank you.
Then let's muscle our way into the source. The guards won't expect an attack from the outside.
Getting in is not what worries me.
Indeed. The biggest obstacle we face is getting the Roselle to follow us out. They've been treated as criminals under the teachings for so long, they've come to believe they are guilty. They might be too terrified of disobeying the goddess to even agree to rise up.
My mother led them in revolt 30 years ago.
True, but only a small handful of people escaped.
I know. Freeing all of them means we must be even bolder than my mother.
Have you thought of how you'll convince them?
I have. I will smash the
There you
statue
go.
of the goddess to pieces. If they see her idol destroyed, the fear shackled about their hearts will break. Without terror to hold them back,
You know what's
uprising of
inside the
30
idol.
years ago will look tiny in comparison.
But that statue is massive. How are you gonna reduce it to rubble?
I'm going to blow it up.
Ah, yes, if we use all the explosives we have, it will come crumbling down. But then we'd have none to destroy the ships that pursue us.
Exactly. That's why I think we ought to use Elfric
Oh,
on the ships
damn.
instead.
Elfric? It is more powerful than the explosives.
And perfect for blowing up ships.
Yeah, they definitely do, because we don't learn after this point. We learned the salt inside the statue before we get to that decision. When we get to the map screen, I'll show you when that happens.
There must be some stored at the Ministry of Medicine, considering Minister Lila's involvement in its creation.
Then what are we waiting for?
When I get a chance to look at a menu, I'll
If Lady
explain.
Federica's plan is going to succeed, we better go track some down.
All right, then we have our plan.
My friends. Thank you.
Right. Go on then. You gonna give me a menu screen or not? Oh, come on, fine.
I'll handle the guards. Don't move a muscle, any of you. Don't even breathe.
Is it the same scene, I wonder? Because a similar scene happens in the Golden Route. I wonder if it's the same
Hail.
scene.
I am Claris of the Consortium. I bring goods for trade in the city, if you'll give me leave to pass.
Claris! Consortium's working you hard.
In these dangerous times, 'tis a privilege to be in such good employ. But you're worked even harder than I. Here, a small token of my appreciation.
Ah, bribery.
You always have been a thoughtful man. Go on, then.
Wait. We cannot allow unscheduled goods into the city without inspection.
You gotta bribe the other one too, buddy.
Fine. Guess there's no such thing as being too careful.
I literally just bribed you.
You needn't worry. Minister Camsel of the Saintly Seven sent for these goods himself.
He did?
Oh, yes. Look closely, and you'll see.
I love that he goes for that one first. Like he...
What have you done?
Why did he go for that one first?
Ah, you snake! I must call for reinforcements.
Claris, are you all right?
My apologies. Luckily, mine was the only face they saw.
The clown
I
cart.
will draw off the reinforcements while you make for the Ministry of Medicine. Quickly now. And do not forget to retrieve the explosives you buried in my cargo.
I'm sorry we've put you to such trouble. And we'll likely have to blow up consortium ships on top of everything else.
Cause as much trouble as you wish. I know you'll repay me for it once this is all over.
I don't know.
The majority of their forces may be absent, but we're finished if a
Like
guard catches sight
this
of
is
us.
not entirely the same
Ministry of
scene,
Medicine with us.
but it's mostly the same scene, is it? Because of course in the Golden Route there isn't the whole blowing up the ships thing. But it's just vaguely amusing how that's done. Right. So hang on. To quickly go back to the path traveled. Yeah, so you go. See, this is the three paths we have, and that's the path down there is the Golden Route path. But yeah, we find out here. Like, it's at the end of chapter 15 is when we find out that there is a need my words. Yeah, because it's at this point we go back to the Wolfort domain where we find out that we are actually related to the king. Roland stays in the town and finds out the politicians are all crap. And then if you go to the Rosellan village, that's when you find out in the Rosellan book that there is salt inside the thing. So Federica knows at this point, guaranteed, because she has told us, that there is salt inside the statue. We just seem to have forgotten about that at this point. Yeah. Federica has obtained her mother's diary, and the secret to liberating the Roselle. The secret to liberating the Roselle is there is salt inside the statue. That is literally the secret. Anyway. Anything else ongoing here? Nope. Exploration time. The party manages to sneak into the Holy State with the help of Claris and makes for the Ministry of Medicine. So, I don't know how many fights we're going to have. We're going to have a fight here, obviously. Because we have to fight Lila. I assume.
Unsurprising to find researchers here.
We're going to have to fight inside the source, I suspect. Camsol again. Similar fight. As before, I would imagine. And then we will do... what? Fight on the way out, maybe?
Hyzant still doesn't know we're moving against them. They shouldn't think us suspicious as long as we walk at a calm pace.
We can't go that slowly. Minister Camsel is in charge of the guards, and he's no pushover. The longer we take, the more we'll lose our freedom of movement.
Claris is clever, but he could still get captured.
Then we'd best split up.
Indeed. We must find the Elfric and quickly.
I assume there's going to be a fight on this map. Sometime later. We split up to take a look around, but I still can't find a single blast crystal in here. I wonder how the others are faring. Perhaps I should check in on them. Any shinies? Ooh, I saw a shiny, I think. I did. And quick shiny check before we start talking to people. Again, there's always something glistening in the background whenever I'm looking for shinies, isn't there? Is that a shiny? No. One over there, I think. Really? Wow. Okay. I saw one in that corner. There you go. It's locked. Okay. I think, is that one there as well? I figured there was going to be one over there. Right. Hello, Anna. Oh, this is shiny water. This is gamer girl bath water. There seem to be archives on the other side of the door. Perhaps we can find documents about the Elfric. I managed to pick the lock not a moment ago, but I will report later with my findings. Ah, Minister Serenoa. Are you here to meet with Minister Lila? Yes, kind of. We made it this far thanks to Lord Claris. We must free the Roselle and help them free Hyzant. A big battle is always boon to our research. There are injured and fallen aplenty. It will further our research on the Elfric nicely. Interestingly, the Elfric is research based on the wounded and the sick. Interesting. Can't help wondering how Benedict's doing. Sorry, lad. I know I should be focused on finding the Elfric. I'm surprised you're still with us. There are things are noisier here than I remember, perhaps because they're preparing for battle. I wonder if Minister Lila is here. We should keep an eye out for her. Shiny. And shiny over there. Only those who are involved with the research subject are privy to its details, and something like the Elfric would be more protected than most. I imagine there will be no small amount of injuries in the coming battle. We are currently preparing a system that can handle as many patients as possible. How relevant is it? Still relatively relevant. You don't really... I think money is less of a problem as items are. Because there is a there is a cap. The store doesn't have infinite items. There's a stock. And I think at this point I've either bought all that stock or gotten to the point that it's pretty damn close to it. We're trying to Elfric as soon as possible to make for the source. We must convince the Roselle that they have committed no crime and free them from that horrific place. It is the right thing to do, now knowing the truth. Okay, I think we found everything we need to look at. I think I've seen all the shinies. Again, this is one of those missions where there's a lot of exploration, but there's nothing to really do here. We're just killing time. Is this an improvised hospital space? Yeah, this is the Ministry of Medicine. Hey, Gao. Yeah, this is the Ministry of Medicine, which is also the weapons research facility, apparently. I'm not too sure how that works, but I think we've pretty much got everything here. Go back to the roster. Yeah, go to the encampment real fast. I actually don't remember. My brain is still stuck in post. What do we actually have in the team at the moment? So who has not got a tier 3 weapons? Gila needs tier 3, Kiwet needs tier 3, and Eridor needs tier 3. So they have not got their skills yet, so what do we need from you? We need Meteorite Fragment. You want Superior Iron, Meteorite Fragment, Curious Feather, and Lion's Heart. Okay. You know how they launched diseased corpses over the walls? Yeah, exactly. Okay, Trade Post. Medal of Valor? None, obviously. Okay, so we wanted Meteorite Fragment, Curious Feather, Lion's Heart. And anything over here? Large recovery pallets. We haven't unlocked... Oh, we have got all the extra large ones. Okay, we'll grab a bunch of the large ones as well. Okay, scroll. We need superior there. Superior iron. Superior stone. Superior timber. Oop, nope. Superior fiber. Okay. Right, go over here. Upgrade these weapons while I remember to do so. And for that, we'll give you Miraculous Light. You get Curious Feather. And Shooting
Hello
Star.
there.
Hey, Mort. Hello there indeed. And you get your King's Shield. Right. And you get Deadly Blaze. And you get Sunfall. Which is funny because you cast Sunfall and the other one we haven't unlocked it yet. And you get 4 dragons. And I'm assuming we've got... Yeah, okay, good. Because we're going to run out of stuff now. So all you got specials. We don't have Avlora, we will never get Avlora. Avlora only turns up in the... We don't have Avlora, damn it! Curses, we don't have Avlora. Hyacinth Staff, Giant Shield, both Jade... Sorry, no. Sacred Bow, Obsidian, Jade, Electrum, Sacred Bow, Eternal Resin. Okay, so these need common items. The core 8 have unique items. These ones have common items to upgrade. Actually, you need Lion's Heart as well. And you need a Rare Thorn as well. The Rare Thorn was required for someone else. I can't remember what you needed to upgrade, but I think it might have been something along those lines. Right, we've unlocked all that. What level are we, by the way, just so we have a quick idea how far back we are. We're at level 27, give or take. Ouch. Who's not leveled up to full, then? You're elite, so you're not elite, you're not elite, you're not elite. And Benedict is never going to get to elite. So we need 3 Medals of Valor still. 4 if I'm going to put Milo up, because Milo is still beneficial from before. Okay. Right, we can end this, and we can end the exploration bits as well. I should resume my search for the Elfric. Did a small little gap there just to do this. You found the book. It's a Playboy magazine.
Lord Serenoa, look at this book.
Look at it. Look at the book. Look at the book.
What is it?
Did you find it?
No, only a book.
Is Elfric going to be like the Philosopher's Stone from FMA? The Elfric is made from people. Also FMA spoilers,
the
I guess.
Elfric method in practice. Does this detail how it is made?
Seems that way. It's littered with arcane terms I can scarcely comprehend. But if I'm grasping this correctly, the main component of Elfric is human remains.
Which explains why they're making it here.
It says here, having harvested the corpses of Roselle who
Oh,
perished at
damn!
the source.
Yeah, this was not revealed at all in the Golden Route. In the Golden Route, you do not learn this in any way, shape, or form. In fact, Elfric does not turn up in the Golden Route at all. At all. I think only at the very end is a power source for the last boss, but it's not turned up as it does not turn up as explosive again.
Harvesting corpses? For what foul purpose?
We did not intend for Elfric to be weaponized. Our original goal was to harness its immense magical capabilities to power the automaton.
Although we do hint.
Automaton? What manner of contraption is that?
Didn't the VAs do most of the work at home, I wouldn't be surprised. Some of the VAs aren't great, but some of them are much better than others. Again, I do think on a certain level, you shouldn't be able to get the Golden Route on your first playthrough. You should maybe have to get it on New Game Plus. Because, yeah, we never learned this. We never learned that Elfric is made from people. Soylent Elfric. Automaton?
I do not know, but I doubt it is anything kind
It is the
of
hint of the
good.
automaton, though.
I thought the Ministry of Medicine was supposed to, you know, figure out how to save lives, not how to profit off death.
The VAs themselves are great. Some of the VAs are great. I won't say them all. They're all fantastic. The Golden Route, yeah, the Golden Route is like the true ending. It's the one where everything goes well. You don't have to make a difficult choice. Everyone is made happy, and it's the true ending, I guess. But you have to do specific things. You have to do specific things throughout the game to be able to go the Golden Route, or the Golden Route is not an option for you. You don't even get a choice. So we accidentally managed to get the Golden Route on our first playthrough. You never learn the truth about Elfric. I guess because the assumption is you will have learned it in your other playthroughs. But it's not as if it's difficult to get to the Golden Route depending on your choices. I mean, even my friend Dez only missed it by one small decision. And that was just... I think that was one of the decisions where... I'm trying to remember, it's been months ago since I made the decision, but it was not a very, not a difficult decision. In the Golden Route, the party never learned this. In the Golden Route, the party will never learn what Elfric is about during the Golden Route. I'm assuming, because Lila stays alive, Lila will probably say afterwards, but it's never explained in the Golden Route. At all.
We've glimpsed the rot at Hyzan's core.
Minister Serenoa, what are you doing here?
I wonder if we will actually deal with the automaton in this route. I wonder if you'll be as polite as you were before. Because when we fought you in the Golden Route, you didn't actually do anything. Yeah, it's going to be a fight. Of course it's going to be a fight. Let's do a fight then. We'll get one fight done today. Yeah, that's weird. In the Golden Route, you do not learn about that at all.
Minister Lila, did you use Rosellan remains to create Elfric?
I advise taking more care with your words, Minister Serenoa. You are one of the Saintly Seven. You have a responsibility to protect Hyzan's secrets.
Then it is true.
You steal their freedom, their very lives. And you dare to call what you do healing?
Everything I have done was as the goddess willed. I call myself nothing but her loyal servant. All of us are hers to command.
No, not all of us.
House Wolfort means to free the Roselle from the goddess's tyranny.
Do you now?
As one committed to the
Wait.
preservation of life, you know
Way to blow the
salt
plan
should
there,
not be
Federica.
a luxury for the privileged few. Is that not what you told me? Help us. If not for the Roselle, then to change Hyzant for the better.
Change Hyzant? How wonderful that would be.
Then...
No, I cannot help you. The Holy One would have my head for turning traitor. Besides, my hands are far too bloody to ever be washed clean.
Yeah, you think you're irredeemable. That bit turns up in the Golden Root as well. You think you're irredeemable. Like, you know what you're doing is wrong, but you think, well, to hell with it, I've done too much. There's a list of a bunch of people. It's only fair that I do a proportionate number of ghastly and horrific medical experiments. Bum, 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 bum. Unit placements. Right, who are we dealing with here? Well, let's have a gander. Okay, so we have we have elite battle mage with Thunderbird. Thunderbird, what's Thunderbird? It's just a 3 TP lightning bolt. Okay. Then a elite healer which grants TP and refreshes. The grant TP is going to be a pain. Then another Thunderbird. Then another cure wounds and rise up. Then a pikeman and a shield bearer. The pikeman's going to be a problem because of the desperate strength. And then we have bowman with Hawkeye, and also you need to not be at max HP. Elite blades, 3 elite blades with physical counterattacks. Another bowman, and 2 rogues with slumber throw. And you again have your slow delayed counters to puzzle. Like I said, when we fought you in the Golden Route, you literally did nothing. You kind of ran away and stayed by yourself while we killed your entire group and then killed you at the end by yourself. Or at least defeated you, you didn't actually die. Okay, who are we actually taking with us? You don't have 8 to pick from, you only have 7. Who's the... well... Oh, Milo. Yeah, Milo can hang around. Milo's pretty good. Lionel.
You would have Lionel?
Lionel, yes, we would have Lionel. No reason to do that, but yes, we would have Lionel. And we'll also take... I kind of want to take Azana, but for the same reason that they have Azana. Take Nar for the same reason as well. Is Byzantium here one of the major factions? No, it's Hyzant, Esfrost, and Glenbrook are the factions. I'm pretty sure that Byzantium had at least a connection with the name Hyzant. At least there's definitely a name thing there. Right, Azana. We'll try you as well, shall we?
As you wish.
Sorry, not you. Apologies, Azana.
Understood.
Azana, would you take... No, we'll take Narv. We'll take Narv, because Narv can do most things. Now, hang on. So, look at your resistances. Yeah, other than the 2 mages, everyone else is neutral to lightning anyway. So all you gotta do is make sure to hit lightning. Hand over mouth PNG. The holy state of Hyzant. Right, okay. Replacement. Quick inventory check as well now since we're here. Who's got what equipped right now? Right, who's got what equipped? Golden Pigment's fine. Angle of Vitality, Black Anklet, that's fine on you. I would have given that to Avlora, but you haven't got Avlora. Fire Amulet.
I am ready.
Equip accessories. Can you give you a... You haven't bought... Hang on, whoa, hold the phone. HP ring, red anklet, access fine. Vanguard's cloak. Vanguard's cut. Magic ring. Okay, hang on. Real fast. Encampment, because you have to buy the accessories. Have they got the new accessories? Buy. Have we unlocked the new accessories? Yeah, we have. Magic amulets. Magic bracelet, sorry. Magic bracelet. Strength bracelet. Evasion bracelet. Evasion bracelet goes on to you. You don't need the Vanguard staff. And magic defense bracelet. No, you can set up to 10 usually. You can take that. You don't need the HP ring. Right. Okay. Let's equip some more stuff. Because you... Hang on, so yeah, you're fine, you're fine. You add the magic bracelet. You need the magic ring. You get running with this fine. You get strength bracelet and you're fine. You can use a magic ring. Oh, I gave it to you, didn't I? Sorry. You can take the magic ring. You can take... And Lion. Am I bringing Lionel? Really? As much as I love you, Lionel, I'm not bringing you Lionel. Same as yours, Shogun, I think. That's Virgin Media. Not gonna bring you along. I'll bring... Excellent. You. Yep. To be fair, like, most of the time it's fine, and every once in a while it's a problem. Lionel's basically a tank as well. He provokes as well. But we have Eridor here, who's basically way better at that. Did I just grab? I grabbed Archibald. I'll give you the luck bracelet and sure, take it as well. When it's fine, it's great. When it's bad, you know it for a while. Yeah. Like I said, I do want to swap. I do wish to swap. It'll just take a while to get it done, I think. Right. Give this a go. I do want to swap, but until the company I want to switch to actually lays fiber in my area, I can't swap. So who knows how long it's going to take. I have registered interest. And there are other people who have registered interest in my area, so I'm hoping at some point they'll go, there's enough customers there. Because my goal hyper optic.
They deserve nothing better than utter annihilation.
I would love to switch to hyper optic, but they need to lay fiber in my area first. The second they do, I'm swapping.
Minister Lila, how can you pretend the teachings
If
are
only
righteous
because,
when
if
you
for no
know
other
the
reason,
truth?
the hyper optic actually offers matched uploads and downloads, I can actually have a good upload with hyper optic.
There is no turning back for me.
Like, for cheaper than I'm getting on Virgin, I can get like 500 up and 500 down at the same time for cheaper than Virgin.
I am Lila Viscraft, one of Hyzant's saintly 7. In the name of the goddess, I deem your life forfeit.
I can't change the lockdown for 18 months early in the year. Oof. To be fair, I've had Virgin for about... Oh, hang on. I've had Virgin Media for about... What was it? 15 years, maybe? Again, and most of the time they're fine. I would much rather have them than BT. Like, the reason I'm still with them is because the choices are that or BT, so I'll rather have them than BT. Who is this professional streamer? Hey, the Dank Psycho. Welcome to chat. Hello. I'm me. I'm Nemo Nemo. Your comfy space captain. Right, so who are you gonna... I checked hyper optic and they aren't in my area. Yeah, like hyper optic I think is... Are they outside London at all? They're just starting out. They're still like registering interest in laying fiber down. Like, who do I want to speed up? Let's try speeding up Narv.
Make the most of this.
Because Narv needs to spend a lot of time doing stuff. Yeah, but Kenny, you're kind of stuck with BT because you have the same problem I do in the fact that Virgin hasn't laid anything in your area.
I will end this.
The thing that BT, at least BT everyone has access to. Yeah, 60 is a lot for that much. Yeah, exactly. I think for that much money, I could have 500 up, 500 down with hyper optic. And the thing is, the best part of that, exactly. The best part of this, right, is that when I do get to swap with Virgin Media, they'll put me through to their like retention department. They'll go like, "Hi, I need to cancel my account, whatever." We'll put you through to cancellations and retention, and the retention department will go, "Well, what can we offer you to keep you on contract?" And I'll say, "You can offer me 500 upload," and they'll go, "We can't do that." And I go, "I know," and it'll be a very happy day for me. Like, most of the people, there's only BT and Virgin Media. Like, everyone who isn't Virgin Media or Hyper Optic is running their network off BT. The BT OpenReach system means that Vodafone, TalkTalk, whoever you want to do it that's not Virgin or Hyper Optic, or very specific, very small companies, they all run their backline down BT, and for most of the place, it's not even fiber, it's ADSL. Like, even the BT Infinity stuff is still rolling out. Anyway, what are you doing? It's Anna. Anna, go over there and chill for a bit. I didn't even check what's happening here. It's a rogue. Come on.
I'm ready to do what I must.
Are you actually going to attack me?
Damn.
If you actually attack me, I'll be surprised. Go over there and... Opportunity attack, followed by actual attack.
Choices.
Milo. Can you do a heart stealer on you? It's... What's the percentage chance? Go away, Instinct. 48% chance to tempt. You've got nothing to steal, so just green missed you.
Take this.
Having a bow fight in 40 yards of space. Yeah. Ow.
Time to take flight.
He blind you. How about that?
Darkness engulfs you.
You can. Right, that's the elite blade. That's the bowman.
Time for some sorcery.
Right, Narv. You are very low level, so I'm not expecting you to do much here at all. In fact, while you level up, cast some healing spells.
It's not over yet.
This will help.
You're so low level, you're only getting 100 XP per move.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Serenoa. Go over here, and you can also do a sweeping slash, or we go for the hit there.
Ha! That hit the mark. Leave it to me.
Okay, who's after you? 2, 3, 4. Okay. You cause him asleep, but then he stops sleeping immediately. Okay, go over here. Can you do an arrow spray? No, you need to do where she is. Go over there and arrow spray, can't you? You can. It's not going to kill you, is it? No, it's not going to kill you, so I'm less immediately concerned by this fact. So, can you move actually? How far up? You can go over there. You can move over there. Do you like being above things? 7. It doesn't even kill you? Really?
That's it.
I guess you are super low level.
Allow me.
Yeah.
I'm only getting started.
Eridor on 4, Federica on 5. 1, 2, 3.
I gain new.
I've been waiting for this.
Over here, and you can provoke.
I'll be your shield.
Got one of them. The other one's kind of dead anyway.
Love the battlefield.
Or will eventually die.
I fight
Right,
for peace.
you go over there. You scorch the pair of them. That'll kill you and do some damage to you as well. Good. Hey, Beric!
The powers in me.
You missed a lot of stuff. Slept clean through my alarm and would probably still be asleep if Catchrise hadn't woken me up by accident when he went to bed. Oh. You'll want to watch the VOD for this, I'm fairly certain. Not that you always do, but still.
Close, but not quite.
Take that slouch. I'm not slouching.
Let me heal your
I'll literally
wounds.
just stop slouching, so. Grab the pair of them? Yeah, grab the pair of them.
For one and all.
Sorry to worry you.
My growth is plain to see.
Good. And Lila, and then Anna. Okay.
So it's come to blows.
No, this time you're not.
You will pay for sinning against the goddess.
Heard you move in your voice. Yeah, that was me getting off a slouch, not getting into one. I started to do, and here's what happened. Well, we went back and did the pick 3 conversations, but because I failed the first time and we saw what happens if you pick Benedict, I went back and saw what happens if you pick Roland as well. So we got to see basically the following cutscene from all 3 perspectives before we're carrying on with Federica. I won't spoil the other 2, but basically we pick Federica. And basically, Benedict loses his shit, and then basically there's a duel with Benedict, and then Benedict basically loses the duel and says, "Okay, fine, you go off, do your thing with Federica," and Sereno says, "Okay, then you're gonna stay here and keep the rest of the people safe," and you lose Benedict because he's left behind to keep the people safe because there's a massive Hyzant army marching on you.
Heretics cannot be suffered to live.
Like genuinely, all 3 of them have been very good. Oh damn, the cast stopped. Shit. That's actually impressive.
Lila Viscraft, you have inflicted enough cruelty upon
Oh
the
yeah, something we
Roselle.
didn't see during
No
the
more.
Yeah. That's actually relevant to this line. Something we didn't learn during the Golden Route. The Elfric explosive is made from Rosellan remains. This is properly like Full Metal Alchemist Philosopher's Stone bullcrap. The Elfric explosive that we used before, made from Rosellan remains. We didn't learn that in the Golden Route.
What I did as one of the Saintly Seven, blessed by the Holy One, and thus the goddess herself.
But you wanted to stop it. You knew it was wrong. The heart that beats inside your chest is still human, is it not?
Silence! You have no right to speak of what is in my heart.
Right, Anna. Can you get some good hits into this guy? You can't quite immediately kill him and he will counter you. Oh, he is blind though, so...
A wasted effort.
Missed.
How cute.
Finish him off. There you go.
This is the end. How cute.
Good.
I've never
Level up
felt
for you as well.
better.
The Hyzant is even worse. Hyzant is even worse than expected.
Here I come.
Narv. Narv. Yeah, there's no one in the bloody water, unfortunately. We bought you for lightning purposes, but there's no one in the slotting water. I'm going to use another sanctuary here, just because you need to level up. So you can at least heal while leveling up.
I did it.
You can level up every turn for several turns still. Right. Centering, you move on.
This battle is ours.
You at. Get up there. Blind the other archer, I think. We can hit you. Blind the archer.
From this range.
Narf.
My pride is my shield.
So watch out with those damn...
Let's play.
Okay, you... Who's next? After you is the two damn rogue. We killed one of the rogues, so it's... What are you? It's a... You're a blade, right? Yeah, you're... You know you're a rogue. And then, what is the other rogue? It's a blade. It's a blade followed by a rogue. How many heart stealer you? 54% chance. It's a 50-50 chance. Let's try this out.
How's this?
Yes! 50-50, you're on my side now.
Impressed? Haha!
Hello, Tempt. Attack your friends. Ooh, double attack your friends. Nice. I approve.
No need to panic.
Can you hit anyone from there? You can, kind of. I guess that's why you're kind of...
Only getting started.
I suppose that's why you're actually recommended, because you like being on high places. Roland, you're stopped, unfortunately. Refresh and... Right, okay, hi. You will scorch. You'll blazing chains you. Full on blazing chains.
Heed my call.
Right, you move forward.
Awesome, impressed? To lead, I must grow.
So it's come to blows. I do.
Our special agents have gained information about something that could change the history of
Reflex,
humanity.
thank you for the sub, much appreciated. Okay, hang on. You stop for another turn. Jesus Christ, you can explode after 2 turns as well. Thank you for the resub, Reflex. Much appreciated. 10 months, nice.
Be at ease.
This will help.
Ow. I was hoping you're going to dodge
For
that.
the honor of House Wolford.
Right, okay. Can we do anything specific here? Can we restore you? And who's next? Anna's afterwards. I think between Anna we can kill this guy, I think. The pikeman is pretty much dead, provided we don't move from where we are. No, okay. Okay, so you.
Here.
Oh yeah, he stopped. Foolish.
Your orders?
Go over there. Oh, really? You just one little damage short?
Sound strike.
Allow me.
Fine, we'll get the kill.
This is the end. Sound strike.
Allow me.
Good.
Time for some sorcery.
Narv again. Narv. Go there. You can't really do much this turn, so you're gonna do a large recovery pellet.
Use this.
Tides are turning.
I'll make you proud.
Keep getting that
grandfather.
experience. Keep grinding that experience, buddy. Thunderbird. Ouch.
This battle is ours.
You went. We did not blind you. I guess we didn't.
You'll get no mercy from us.
Now you're blind. Right, you're still on my side. You don't do much, do you? Like, you hurt, like, the blazes when you attack me, but...
Shall we dance?
Okay, who's next? You... Byzantine Blade, and you, Byzantine Blade. If we go over here, Heartstealer on you is what? 54% chance. I'm not that happy doing that twice, so I'm going to do it quickly. I'm going to do a Restore on you. It doesn't cure Stop. Interesting. That's very interesting to know. It doesn't cure Stop. So we're quickly going to go for a in tandem on you. You need to heal someone. Sky, what? With the 10 gifted subs. What the hell? Thank you very much, McSky. You gifted subs to 15. I was even 10. It was 15. Christ. To Grixel, Grillsunder, to Uniquely K, to Omega, to Orange, to Tellera, to Mini, to Sekako Tosan, to Jade Acidic, to Shogun, to Baron Ortega, to Deku, to Hiccup, to Chomosuke, to Saren92, and to Aaron1. My god. Talk louder! Talk louder! My god, thank you very much, McSky. What the hell? Much appreciated. Oh, wow. Thank you very much. Woof. Right, okay. Milo, what are you going to do first? Milo. We get a Heartsteel in the back here, 54 as well. Yes, I got K, Cynic, and Shogun. My alert was way louder than me before VOD muted. Oh well. Oh well. The thing is, we're having the damn problem with the alerts, aren't we? God, sodding damn it. It's that whole bloody issue with the alerts again, isn't it? Christ. Oh my god, I hate this. Because if I do it to output only, it becomes way quieter, I think. And Mini too, yeah, you got Mini as well. I think, let me just do a quick test of this. Can I just test, can I just test one of these?
Sensation, it happened. Finally, the moment we have all dreamed about.
How was that, sound-wise? Because now I think it's too quiet for you, isn't it? We had this entire problem last time, as I can't, like, the two things, either it's way too quiet for you, or it's too loud for you. It's fine, okay. I'll leave it that way then. Wow. Thanks, chat, appreciate it. No, not the music, the announcement. The alert. Yeah, see, that alert is too quiet. If I do that, if I do my alerts like that, it's too quiet. If I do the alerts the other way around, if I do it the other way around, which is this way, then I think this is too loud. Okay, brace yourselves.
Sensation. It happened. Finally, the moment we have all dreamed about.
No, it's not sound alerts we're talking about, Morthen. It doesn't help me doing that right now. Damn it. Thank you very much for the random sound. We're trying to deal with the Twitch alerts, not the sound alerts. Thank you very much. I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you for the random sound. Ironically, there was a very appropriate sound for what just happened. So how was the sub alert there?
Sensation. It happened. Finally, the moment we have all dreamed about.
How loud is that for you? Kinda loud, exactly. That is super quiet for me. Because I'm not hearing what you're hearing. I can't raise the volume of the monitor without raising the volume of the bloody thing what you're hearing. The sound alert is loud, the sub is fine. Okay. Similar problem. I think similar problems we had before. Well, I've lowered it by about 3 decibels. We'll see what happens next time. The problem with the sound alerts as well is that the sound alerts are varied. Because of the way it works, the screen music during the gift sub is what is loud. Yeah. Oh well. I'll deal with it. Eventually, maybe or not. Right, let's actually do something here. Let's do... You need to level up, don't you? You need to basically... If you go over here, actually, if you go over there, and then you can try to heart stealer you.
How's this?
Didn't work. Fine, but it means at least you can go over here and do a sanctuary there.
This is what I do. I'm just getting started.
Right, you...
No.
Damn, that hurts so much.
I'm ready to do what I must. I do only what I must.
That's finally gone. Backed off for a cure. I'm trying to find the system in such a way I ran into one of the sleeper ships.
Looks like I'm up.
Right, who can you hit from there? I don't think you were the right choice, Archibald, I'll be honest with you. You've been kind of sucking this entire time. Are you in the water? You are in the water, interestingly enough. You are actually, in fact, in the water. What do I want to do here? Under Convictions banner? Does that help? That would, wouldn't it? That would actually help people. Fine, do it under Convictions banner.
Unite under the Wolfort banner!
I feel better than ever. I fight for peace.
Federica. Blazing Chains.
Stay right there.
Time to work.
Anna. Okay, you can't do it from there. So you have to do it here. No, you can't do it from there. So you can do it from here. You can kill him.
It's over.
And then you move to here. Deadly Blaze. Because you can.
I will leave you defenseless.
Lowers your defense for a while. Who's next after you? You. That's gonna kill you. Yeah.
Thought I had him.
The Archibald's been a waste of time. I'm not doing Archibald again.
Here I come.
That would hit the entirety of the water there, but there's only one person in the bloody water.
Lightning! I'll make you proud, Grandfather.
Okay.
The hunt is on.
Move over here. Maybe not that far.
I'm ready to do what I must.
I shall do what I can.
Right, Gila. You need to heal up again, people. Sanctuary.
This is what I do.
Will help.
Right.
Let's play.
Milo.
Life is a butterfly.
Life is a butterfly. Not sure you know what that means, but okay. Right, let's get rid of you.
How cute.
I shirk from no danger.
You're still alive. With how much HP exactly are you still alive? Because I'm gonna call shenanigans. Stop it!
No need to panic.
Move forward, Archibald, because you need to get some gills here. Please tell me you can kill this guy. 6 HP.
Time to end this. What have we here?
Right, an escapable arrow. We'll find out what that does next turn in your turn.
Forward.
Right. Okay, who's 2? 2 is Anna. Get rid of this.
On your guard.
Let's get rid of you.
Your orders?
Anna, go over there. Basically, kill this healer immediately.
You've left yourself open. Allow me.
Right.
I feel
Healer
stronger
down.
already. So it's come to blows. You're not but a nuisance.
I fight for peace.
You can't. You guys gotta spend a turn just chillaxing over there. Over here, use a ranged recovery pellet and heal.
For you! Save my neck.
Damn it!
You gonna kill? Yeah.
I see. Where did I go wrong? Out! Time to take flight.
Duets. You should kill this guy.
Lend me your wings, Flugy.
Just kill him immediately. Then just move over there.
Here I come.
Right, Narv. Who's 2? 2 is that caster over there. Which probably means that... hang on. Let's get you some TP back. So you can Sanctuary... You need to Sanctuary him, don't you?
Just hold on, everyone.
Let me put you here, just so we can show you... Do my best. Okay, you gonna go over there? Yeah, you are. Oh, it's Gila dead. Not Gila dead. And Gila goes next. Gila has no TP though, Christ. She has no TP whatsoever. If you do 4 dragons, not much. If you go over here, do a 4 dragons there. If you do a rush, you end up over there. Alternatively, if you do 4 dragons, it almost kills him.
Take that! Did you see that? Ugh! Breathe your last! Did you see that? Glenbrook is in
You
your
made a grave mistake.
Oh, the counter kills you off. Jesus Christ.
Allow me.
Yep, and you kill Federica now.
Oh no! The truth
Yeah.
eludes me.
Too many people here are useless. Archibald, you've literally not been doing... You kind of a waste of space here. I need something else for this. I'm not sure why exactly you want to be here. Hi, Deku. You got gifted a sub about 10 minutes ago? Maybe a bit less? 13 minutes ago. A bit more, in fact. Edged arrow, can you hit this one to kill him? Nope, because Federica's in the way. It's capable, that'll do it, right? Yeah, that'll do it.
You're not getting away.
I'm ready to do what I must.
My turn.
Right. Start hunting some of these people down, please.
A loud sound strike. Victory is within reach.
From where shall we
Are
strike?
you gonna go over there? Delayed strike. Over you. Just here for a moment. I have a good party to do. Ooh, have a nice time.
It hurts.
Have a good party. Move over there, and you can blaze in chains. What you can do there, just give yourself a... heal yourself.
For myself.
You're gonna get double hit there. Oh, not a double hit. Narv. Can you spark anyone interested? Kind of, maybe, a little bit?
Lightning! I'll make you proud, grandfather.
Ah.
This battle is ours.
Alright, can we... blinding arrow you?
Darkness engulfs you. Together. Sound strike.
Give you a chance to miss. Yep.
Mother.
Nope, misses. Blind does nothing. You still hit.
This is it.
So it's come to blows. Heretics cannot be suffered to live.
Time to work.
Alright, move over there, please.
Sound strike. It's over.
Defeat is not an option.
And... Can you hawk dive this guy to death? No, not quite.
What should I do?
What should you do? Kill one of these guys, please?
Lightning! Here I come.
My pride is my shield.
Setting a poor example.
I shall lead by example.
Right.
My turn.
Right, you're gonna go over there. Can you deadly blaze this guy to death? Not quite. But you can actually think you can do it at... Can you get behind him? No. So you're gonna go over there. You're gonna deadly blaze.
I will leave you defenseless.
And can the fairy dagger then kill? Yes, it can.
It's over.
You're basically getting a bunch of kills one after the other because Anne is
The honor
amazing.
of House Wolfort.
You can just move up to start attacking this guy.
On your... That hit the mark.
Oh my god, you managed to slumber her? Really?
Time to to take flight.
Right, you're gonna go over here. You start picking up some of these things as well. And you missed.
I'm ready to do what I must. I do only what I must.
I was prepared for this.
Right, Anna. I want you to kind of go over here and take some turns out.
You won't catch me.
Just to heal up for a bit. I think you can also do that without breaking cover. Yeah.
I'm ready to do what I must.
From where shall we strike?
Right, you go over there, and Hawk Dive might do it. Yeah, Hawk Dive does it. Good.
Now I end this.
Okay, no more healers.
To lead, I must grow.
It isn't over yet.
There's nowhere safe here specifically, is there? No. And you can Shadow Stitch. If I said, I think if I managed to immobilize you, it might be okay. We missed regardless.
Your Highness,
right?
I'm ready to do what I must.
It's just Serenoa and Anna now. Essentially, it's just these two. And you are a Blade, and you are a Rogue, right? Let's start attacking her then. Stop it.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Right, you're gonna go over here and you're gonna start. It leads you from 4 to 5. It literally makes no difference.
Here.
You're gonna be physically counter each other forever now.
I shall lead. This is the fruit of wisdom.
Oh, and she casts stop on you, which is gonna be a problem.
I'm a fool.
Amusingly, it does cause you to use your remain and recover.
Carefully.
Right. Let us go over here. I'm gonna Hawk Dive you from the rear at range.
Death from above.
You don't get to counter me if you do that.
So it's come to blows.
Okay, so stop and you remain and recover. Good.
Impressed?
Got counter.
Come to blows.
Benny.
Damn it. It's just you now.
Back at you. Defeat is not an option.
Serenoa doing it alone
I shall
now.
lead by example.
I'm a fool. Impressed? Carefully.
Right. We might lose this one as well, annoyingly. I haven't got. I've got critical blow. Guarantee critical. Hawk dive. Sweeping slash on the pair of them.
Now that hit the mark.
So it's come to blows. You're not.
And you can still cast slow on me. Great. Right, I think I do actually die now because you cast slow on me, so I don't get turns. Yeah, Archibald, you're a waste of space. Thankfully, we get to keep our levels, but let's try this again. Hopefully, no Archibald, no Narv either. Narv was backup healer, which wasn't a great use of Narv. Again, I don't know why Archibald's recommended. I really don't. Narv, okay, Narv wasn't great here. I'm picking Medina if you want a secondary healer. And everyone's quite low level here. Julio just to give people some more TP, I think. And let's remove your items. You're gonna get the luck bracelet. You're gonna get the HP ring. I don't think you care about the magic ring at all, so you can get the magic ring. The best for healing. You get the HP ring. Double them. Oh, I guess you're getting 2 of them. Nice. And you just get what? Nothing really. Wind amulet, but there's no difference. There's no reason for that hair. Do you know TP Physic? You do know TP Physic, okay. Right. It's late, but I want to finish this fight, goddammit. I want to finish this fight before it's over. Before we finish.
These heretics.
Blah blah blah, I don't care anymore, Lila.
Let me heal your wounds.
Haste yourself.
Make the most of this. I will end this.
Actually, do nothing. Come at me, bro.
So it's come to blows.
This is it!
I think you missed a second hit, didn't you? I think you missed a second hit, I wasn't
Now
sure.
what to do?
Milo, can you just green mist you? Right.
Take this.
Leave it to me!
You want to focus on getting the kills as quickly as possible here.
You are so naive. This battle is ours.
Right. Get over here and shoot this guy.
Take that. Oh, that must have hurt.
You move forward here, come on. Rush. The AI doesn't have to think about this much. Is your movement just really slow?
Count on me.
Is your movement really low? Yeah, your movement is low. You get act again, but your movement is really low. Intriguing. You can go for...
Here you go. For the people.
For the people.
Whatever it takes.
Julio. Not on my watch. Finish them. Who's 2? 2, 3, 4 is Gila, 5 is... Where's 5? 5 is Eridor, 6, okay. In that case, you will go over here and... Moment of Truth. I guess you don't need a Moment of Truth. Moment of Truth here.
This is far from over.
I gain new.
Let me heal your wounds.
Right, you need to actually heal what ails you to get rid of that sleep, please.
Start the fight anew.
Good.
One step closer to our hope.
Come at me!
Eridor. Provoke. Just the rogue? Really? I thought I was just gonna ram the guy.
Out of my way!
Let me show you what I've learned.
Go over there, and I'm sure you can Scorch to finish them off. Actually, do you know your TP, KO TP yet? You don't? Really? You don't know KO TP? You are level 5, so where's your KO TP skill? Did you not learn that until later? Really?
Flames, heed my call.
Alright, Pikeman. Mine is going to go down real soon.
Me too!
My turn.
Right. Byzantine Blade, goddamn. Okay, who's next? Who's 2? 2 is Lila. If Lila goes now, Milo's dead. So we're quickly gonna go tandem... Milo. Right, so you are gonna go over here and just start attacking... Oh, you can't go there, unfortunately. Wish you could. The
show must go on.
Can you hard steal this guy? 50%. No, honestly, just get back. Go here and green mist you.
Life is a butterfly.
Ouch.
Just die already!
Good.
I've never felt better.
So it's come to blows. You will pay for sin.
Yeah, I know.
Now behold my
I'm gonna
power.
cast Stop on Anna. It's sad, but Anna actually heals when she doesn't move, so...
You've done it now!
Here I come.
Right, you went. And so you're 1, 2, okay, I need to make I need to go up there. You can actually go up there. Can you shadow stitching out of this guy, please? Please.
Not another step.
He's immobile. Good. Right, you move forward a bit. You move forward a bit. You can't do anything. You can do that, it's fine.
Cool heads shall
Right,
prevail.
Gila. Go over here and cast Cure Wounds. I'm gonna cast Sanctuaries, cast Cure Wounds.
Thank you.
Right,
Defeat
you.
is not an option.
If I stand in the water, I'm gonna get electrocuted, so I'm not gonna do that. Can you kill this guy off? Hawk Dive does it. Good.
Now that hit the mark.
Okay, there's two more blades you have to kill here, basically. So we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna double item. We're gonna double items. We're gonna do an extra large on you,
Here you go. I'm here to help.
and a extra large and a large on you.
Here you go.
Will help.
Good.
Back at you.
Right, you are existing in one place, unfortunately, and these two are really annoying. I gotta kill them as quickly as possible, but the physical counters are actually really painful. Can I go over there? If I do 4 dragons on you, it actually kills you. 100% you die.
Huh. Did you see that?
Good.
I shirk from no danger.
Right, look that way.
Whatever it takes.
Julio. 1. Okay, Federica's behind you. In that case, go back there and do Moment of Truth on Federica. It does extra damage.
This is far from over.
You.
And you move over there.
I will end this.
Right. You Blazing Chains, you. As much as I want to damage, I want to get the good. I need to get the good kills off. Second Pillars of Fire. 60 to 99. I could Sunfall, but it's not going to trigger anywhere near fast enough. It's going to be 3 kills at least, 3 damages at least.
With the powers in me, we will make our ideals reality. Lila Viscraft.
Yeah, we know.
Silent.
Me too! Ah! Ha! That tickled!
Right, Eridor, you need to heal up, buddy. Who's next after you? Lila's after you. Problematic. She's gonna have 3 TP. 3 TP lets her use Temporal Suspension again. Again, problematic. You're just gonna heal yourself. Extra large.
Now or never!
And move over here. Move over there so you're not actually stacking with anyone.
So it's come to blows. I do only what I must.
Choices.
Okay, you can get the green mist on you. You move over there and get the green mist on you. Would that get the kill? That would get the kill.
Light as a butterfly.
Leave it to me!
Good.
Let me heal your wounds.
Okay. You need to go to heal off on you.
Be at ease.
Thank you.
2 is that guy. 3's over there. 4 is that guy. 5 is Hewitt. Okay.
You've done it now! I love the battle.
Hey!
The hunt is on.
Okay, Hewitt. You get a kill on something. Some damage somewhere, please.
Carefully.
Right, you need... Okay, who's after you, then? You, Battle Mage. Then the Blades. Damn. Okay. If I move over here... I don't have to kill you. Yes, it is.
Death from above!
It wasn't good enough.
Whatever it takes.
Right, okay. That helps. You're gonna explode soon, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Move over here.
Here you go.
I'm just getting started.
I'm here to help.
I gain newfound strength. I shall lead by example. I do
Slow
only what I must.
on Gila, which is unfortunate. In fact, it's so unfortunate I'm actually going to cast Restore on Gila because screw having her being slowed. That is not valid. You just damage this guy, please?
Did you see that?
Yeah.
See.
I see right
Whatever
through
it
you.
takes.
Julio. Moment of truth on you.
This is ready for more.
I will end this.
You move over here. That's the, yeah, that's what you need. Unfortunately, you're standing in bloody water, which makes it very inconvenient. Although you're not quite dead, unfortunately. Not quite dead. At least you can spread the plane around.
Blaze, heed my call.
You won't beat me!
Now go over there, and can you actually get the provoke off? She can't be taunted, unfortunately. Which means, can you go over here and get the taunt on these guys?
Look to my shield!
We provoked just the caster, great. And that. That hurts a lot, actually. Holy crap.
Choices.
Right, who's next? 2. Who's 2? 2 must be that. Yeah, 2's that over there. Can we kill you? We can. Hopefully.
Leave it to me!
Okay, you're there. Over there.
Here I come.
Right, Hewitt. Oh, can I kill him, please? 98% chance to kill. Come on.
Take aim.
Thank you. Thankfully, I think that's all the major casters. He's gone. Yeah, you thought you had him, but you didn't. Did you?
Back at you.
Defeat is not
So
an
did you just... Crazy. Okay, fair enough. I mean, that's bold.
Ha ha ha! Damn. Didn't you see that?
I'll do my utmost.
Right, you need to... You can double cast. Yeah, you can double cast. So double items. HP recovery pellet on you.
Here you go. I'm here to help.
And HP recovery pellet. Large HP recovery pellet on you.
Here you go. Appreciated.
You go pick that up.
I see right through you.
Whatever it takes.
Julio. Best regards. That doesn't actually work that well, does it? Not my watch is actually a better move for you on that healer as well.
Take this! Right on target. An honor and a privilege to serve.
Okay, who's next? Who's 2? Federica.
I fight for peace.
You can Blazing Chains. You can't do Pillars of Fire. You can do Scorch there. But frankly, I'd rather you get kills or save XP. Okay, for this position, cast Blazing Chains on you.
Stay right there.
Back the hell away.
I will end this.
I go over there. And, really? I guess not. Go over there and just take cover.
Into the shadows.
Let's get into a position where you can actually start doing some damage. And you can also heal yourself.
Shall we begin?
Right. You step back to there. And haste yourself.
Go swiftly. I shall lead by example. Shall we dance?
Right. You...
You won't know up from down. Light as a butterfly.
It isn't over yet.
And you can do blinding arrow on you, I guess.
You'll get no mercy from us.
Back away to there. Back away to here, actually.
Too slow.
Okay, we get you in, and 4 dragons wouldn't actually kill you, would it? No. I think we need 4 dragons to kill you. I think regular... no, we have to be 4 dragons, so it'd have to be 4 dragons to kill you. Okay. You are the healer, so it's worth it.
Raise your last. Defeat is not an option.
And who's doing what where? Over there. How many people can you get with under Conviction's banner? 2. I can't get Federica and... Ah, damn. Unfortunate. In that case... You can Hawk Dive this guy, can't you?
That hit the mark.
Just for you.
There you go, that does it.
I'll do my utmost.
Right, Medina. Here.
Here you
That's
go.
much better.
No!
Time to take action.
Right, what are you going to do? You are going to finish them on you.
I'll hold fast. Ready for more.
It gives you a couple of things over there. And as you move over here, and actually will trap. Moving over here actually traps Lila in the corner. Interestingly enough. Okay. Deadly Blaze.
I will lead you.
Victory
We're
is
not
in
done
reach.
here.
And I can just kill you off with that.
It's over.
Now's my chance.
A couple of archers to deal with,
Cool heads
which is actually
shall
trapped in the
prevail.
corner. Let's actually give you a quick heal up there.
Your wounds are
I needed that.
Move you over there.
So it's come to blows. You're not but a nuisance.
Let me show you what I've learned.
You can just go over there and basically hit him, because you need to save EP anyway.
We can win this!
But there's
Now what to
Milo over there, and Moon Jump over here.
You won't know up from down.
And use Heart Stealer, 60% Heart Stealer.
Behave.
You got him, so will you heal us, is the big question. Will you actually spend time healing us? I'd appreciate it if you did. I don't actually attack you, do I? No. In which case, we will just move forward and chill. Save up for Shooting Star.
Yeah!
You want to move up there and just start. You missed your actual attack, thank you.
I tire of this.
Forward.
Right, you go over there and chill for a turn.
For the greater good.
You just use a. I'm pretty certain he's dead, but
Here you go.
we'll do that nonetheless.
Let me heal your wounds.
Who goes? Who's 2? 2 is Anna. Anna can help start protecting that guy. Sheila, can you do anything here? You can get a. Wait a turn. Just wait a turn.
My turn.
You're still tempted, aren't you? You are. I forgot that he's tempted. My bad. Sorry. I forgot that he was tempted.
I will end this.
Can you go over there and start working on this guy, please?
Victory is within reach.
Right, tempted. So, you gonna try to heal us or not? No, you just don't do anything. Shame. Not on my watch. You.
Take this!
You don't get any TP if I'm around. That's the rule.
Allow me.
I shall lead by example. Impressed?
Time to take flight.
Right, go over here.
This ends now!
Good.
Let's play.
Milo.
Light as a butterfly.
You're actually no longer tempted, but frankly you weren't doing anything anyway, so. 4 dragons up the backside.
Breathe your last. Did you see that?
That'll do.
Forward.
Right, you finish the job.
Perish.
Shall we begin?
Gila. Miraculous light. Oh, it doesn't actually reach anything. Can I? Oh, I can light wave you, can't I? Light wave. You over here, please. And then you're going to use miraculous light on Julio.
Fear not, for I am by your side.
I'm pretty sure we can just stop her from doing anything right now.
I'll do my utmost.
We can stop her from doing anything. And go over there and chill. And might as well do something.
Here
My
you go.
apologies.
For the people.
Your orders?
Anna. She can't be poisoned. Typical. Wait. At some point we'll let her out.
Time to take action.
Delayed explosive, and there's a hit it with not on my watch.
Take this!
You missed. God damn it, Julio. Doesn't quite kill you though. Nice.
I will end this.
Right.
It worked.
So it's come to
This battle is ours.
Well, that's definitely going to be a use for the auto revive.
It worked.
Choices.
It worked.
Oh my god, you're still alive.
Lovely.
Damn. Right.
Down. I I shirk from no danger.
Level up for you.
Forward.
Hawk dive on you.
Now I end this.
Time to work.
What did you say? I don't know what you said. It was something, I'm sure. Federica. Oh, you can't do anything with it, can you? No, you can throw poison, that's pretty much it, but this doesn't do much. It costs you a TP, it costs you a thing each, doesn't it? Yeah, so... Kinda wanna let her out for a single square, maybe? Stand here.
Shall we begin?
You stand there. Cast Cure Wounds on you, just in case.
Allow me.
My face.
Count on me.
Medina.
Here you
My
go.
face.
This cannot stand.
Right.
Time to
You're gonna
take
explode soon-ish. To do not on my watch on you.
Here goes.
You missed again. Hold on. I go over there.
Allow me.
Can you actually kill him now? Yeah, I'll do. That'll do.
Stay right there.
Time to work.
The hunt is on.
Use. Can you hit anything with shooting? You can hit with shooting star. You can hit with shooting star. So please do so. Or you can't. Can you not? Oh my god! Is actually something actually stopping the angle from shooting star? Yeah, shooting star actually goes from above your head. Can you hit from here then before you move? That works. Hit it from there.
Lend me your wings, Flugy.
Then move to the.
My pride is my shield.
Then move over there.
This cannot stand. You're not but a nuisance.
Yes, you took a step forward.
Damn.
You took a step forward. It's all over for you.
Sit.
It's all over.
Choices.
Who wants to get the kill on you?
From where shall we strike?
You can't hop down, unfortunately. Can you hawk dive? The hawk dive would be the kill with the Anna counterattack.
Unite under the Wolford banner.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Gila, heal, Medina.
Be at ease.
Just in time.
Whatever
You can't do much, can you? Not really. Take a couple steps forward. That costs 3 TP. You haven't got enough TP for that. Okay, chill.
Allow me.
Can you get the kill, Federica? Is that possible? No, it's going to be close, though.
Stay right there.
Time to work.
Right. Can you get behind? You can get behind. Deadly Blaze.
I will leave you defenseless.
Sound strike. Oh, goddess. You have never smiled
Finally,
upon me.
done.
I wished to see him just once more.
You wish to see who exactly? I wonder if we actually die in this in this playthrough. What do we get? Medal of Valor, so that's one or other tier 3. That's finally done. The first opportunity we'll save and stop there, I think.
Minister Lila had the key to the laboratory. We found the Elfric.
Alright.
Then we can destroy both the statue of the goddess and the ships that'd give chase.
My people suffered so this Elfric could be created. For their sake, we cannot fail.
We shan't. I think even Minister Lila, in her heart of hearts, had prayed for our success.
Okay, we did actually kill her.
So she understood the injustice of it all and sought to aid us. What makes you think that?
I imagine circumstances prevented her from acts of outright defiance.
Perhaps the Saintly Seven are not so free to act according to their own principles. If that's the case...
Yeah, we won.
Then the so-called equality under the goddess that Hyzant loved to espouse is nothing but hypocrisy.
Indeed.
That is the
There
trace.
is nothing righteous about a faith that preaches appropriating a person's very death. Let us to the source. The goddess's oppression has gone on long enough.
Right. I find that Milo's in the background. Why is Milo there? I guess if Milo's there, you just have her around. Milo would know where the Elfric is. Milo was the one who brought the Elfric in the first place.
They haven't added more soldiers to the ramparts, meaning they haven't noticed us yet.
Claris has them nice and distracted for us. But I don't think we can stay hidden for this next bit.
No, the source is heavily guarded inside. Sneaking in to quietly foment rebellion is not an option. We must defeat the guards and convince the Roselle to rise up in a very short amount of time.
Before reinforcements arrive to put us down. Federica, everything rests on your ability to sway them to our side.
My lady, you're quivering.
I know what I will say, what I will do. Whether I will succeed, however, I do not know. And not knowing frightens me. I hate that I'm such a coward, when my mother was so brave.
There isn't a person in the world who doesn't fear the future. Not your mother, not the Rosellan, not I. Being brave isn't about being fearless. It's about acting regardless of how terrified you are. We are here because we refuse to let fear rule us. Remember, Federica, you are not alone. We will see this through together.
I needed to hear that, Sheila.
The TV wants to turn itself off. Don't do that.
Please guide us. Guide me.
TV's not been on for too long.
Serenoa,
TV judges you.
I am ready. I can do this.
I know you can. Come then. The source awaits.
Oh my god, really? Come on. It's very funny that Huet actually has like sprites for not being on, for fighting while not on the bird. Which is interesting. We will save the game and we will carry on next time. Right. Do that. We'll carry on exactly from there next week. Move the mic back. But there we go. We saw the little beginning cutscenes of the three different paths of Benedict's path, of Roland's path, and of no, we've carried on even further on Frederica's path. So we'll finish Frederica's path, and if there's time, because again we have, counting next week, we have 4 weeks before I want to start Path of the Righteous, Wrath of the Righteous. So we will do as much as possible. If we finish this mode, we'll do Benedict's. If we finish Benedict's, we'll do Roland's, because like we have stuff to do, and I'm enjoying it. I mean, genuinely, all the 3 conversations after the decision were actually really good. I mean, the one that we had when we picked Roland's was actually surprisingly good. As was the one we picked after we picked Benedict's. Well, we accidentally picked Benedict's. Wrathfinder, Path of the Righteous, exactly. Right. I'm gonna go there. Is anyone to raid? It doesn't usually be anyone to raid. Oh, Chomosuke gifted me a tier 1 sub to Sinless Moon, and then we got Chomosuke with the sub shotgun before, so everything comes around. Hypernova! I'm about to end. You know, I'm gonna raid Spider-Mom. I don't raid Spider-Mom very often, so we're gonna raid Kaine. We'll raid Kaine, say hi to Spider-Mom, behave, And I will catch you all on Monday for more Played Up with Beric. Played Up with Beric time. Nice. Anyway, folks, take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.